You're already above us, so you're gonna be good.
See what? See two. Where my camera at? She got this shit a lot higher than I do. No, it's cool if it's low. Where my scene two camera at? Yo, everybody out there in the world, give us a moment. Make sure my camera good. Scene two, camera two. There you go. Hey, now my butt's in the camera. My butt's in the camera. Hey, my butt. Yeah. I think we live. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta give us a moment. We try and get everything together. I'll go ahead and try to play some music for y'all or something. While we get things together, get our people here. Do me a favor, check Facebook and all that stuff and see if we live. What are you looking at? Me. Toys? You looking at toys? I didn't. That's why I won't stop moving. I'm hurting. Oh, you got a knife or something? Cool. Can you tighten that for me? Yeah. I hate you a lot. Let me see if my camera 2 is good.
Pacific that time. Pacific.
Still? I'm here. Stop converting. I'm here. I've been here.
Recording in progress.
I've been here. But I've been here. I don't know. I don't see you. On the in the Zoom, right? gonna get all this recording because ain't no way to stop it. But yeah, there we go.
Get my seat going right quick.
Hello there.
Hello there.
We got special just for you. You got the best.
So I was live with a hot mic, so I couldn't talk. Give me a second. I'm trying to get everything together, but I know y'all gotta be early, but
Could be a performance.
yeah.
A little bit, something like that.
Okay, that's cool.
Could you email me available
Let's get good.
or no? That I don't know. Oh, okay.
Huh? Tightly? Because why are you doing it? Hold on. I got somebody else in my waiting room. Nothing, but we need to start though. So I guess we finna start. I'm about to shut the door.
Charizard, Bulbasaur. That's all I got.
You might got a record? Grab your mic with the cord. We about to just start. We about to start. We about to start, folks. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining, man. Oh man, this is trying to get things situated over here. Live is kind of difficult. I see two of my favorite people on the line. Let me see if I got my mics right. All right, let me switch my view. Yep, there go my view. All right, I got two of the bass boys. Well, I guess, you know, you guys are kind of the only bass boys. But I got the two bass boys on here. I got Jared and Omari Bass. Well, are you Omari or are you Aaron? I need to know. Oh, wait, my volume ain't up. I'm still muted. Hold on. Let me get my volume situated over here. Hello. Ah, man, problems. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get my... Huh? I know, but I can't hear me in my speaker. But if you can hear me, I guess it's all good. But I do need to hear Omari and Jared. So where's my volume coming from? Getting beat up over here, y'all. But hold on. Let me get my volume together. There you go. Let me turn that down for a blow. All right, say something for me, guys. Ah, touch speaker. It's supposed to come out the speaker right there. Hold on. All my levels is correct. Let me see. There you go. Hold on. Let me see. Say something for me. Why did I hear some noises and not all? Hold on. It could be me. The funny part is I did a sound check. And my sound was checking. All of a sudden, my sound ain't checking.
Checked out, eh?
Basically. My sound done checked out on me. It say everything is rocking, but I can't hear a thing y'all saying. Let me turn these on my mics. I don't know why I can't hear nothing. Dang. You said sound check. Why'd it come up as sandwich? On what? See? Oh, wait. There goes something. Why am I not hearing nothing, though? Dang, guys, hold on. I know y'all gotta go, so I want to get y'all on here real quick. But my sound is acting real finicky on me. Yeah. I'm in Philly right now. Hold on. Why can I hear you, but I can't hear you? I live out closer to Richmond. Why can I hear y'all, but I can't hear y'all? Alright, look, everybody else can hear y'all though. So do me a favor while I fix my audio over here. Give me a small intro who y'all are so they know who I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? I got people on the app and everything listening to y'all. And I at least want them to let them know who you are. That ain't words.
Snap, crackle, and pop in the building.
Nah, they took. You can hear it on the app. I just can't get it here.
Oh, that's cool.
Let me see. Hold on. Hold on, guys, man. This is dumb. All I could do. Oh, wait. This might be my fault. Sound. And then I'm about to blow the speakers out if I come there. Yep, this was all my fault. There we go. Alright, now I think I can hear people. Alright, testing. Give me something. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. Fuck my life, man. You muted, yo. You tricking me. Hold on, you tricking me. Cause you muted. Oh, wait, I heard something. Yeah, hold on. I heard you for a hot second. What did I do? Say something else. I'm rich. Testing. Wait, oh, that's crazy. I figured it out as soon as I hung up with him. I'm not telling you because that sounds crazy. Let me see. Let me try this Zoom real quick. See if I could do it myself. Yo, bear with me, y'all. Sorry. This is the beauty of being live, man. Live things happen. I turned it on so y'all can hear all the stuff I was talking. And I never turned it back on. Ain't it great? Here, Vaughn, come here real quick. Join it. And say something. Let me see if I can hear you. Because I know now why I got my microphone off. But What is he doing? Just do it. Did it join the Zoom?
Would it be me and one other person? We're just sitting on the side to eat something. Not to put the TV on.
We're live, so we're streaming.
You're streaming. What's going on? What are you actually doing?
Sir, I'm actually live. If you don't mind giving us, yeah, people are watching you right now. Have a good night, sir. Yo, I just can't. I can't with the. All right, say something. Let me see if I can hear you, Von, on Zoom. It looked like I can. Unmute yourself. It says it's connecting audio. We gonna get this up, man. Rick, do you even got a speaker cord? Yeah, you do. All right. Say something, Bob. Say something, Bob. Go another room, because I'm hearing you through the microphone. Yeah, nope. Yeah. Same Zoom people, man. Built-in microphone. Ah. Say something in the All right, y'all. I guess we ain't getting Zoom up, which is bad because I had a couple of other guys coming in on Zoom. So I'm not gonna spend no more time on that. I'm gonna go ahead and start this. We got a couple of people from our panel. Von, can you go get Von for me? He should be at the front door. Yeah. We got a couple of our guys. Our ladies are tardy as always. You know, gotta love the ladies. Gotta love the ladies. But yo, for real, thank y'all for joining. It's our first live podcast, so you getting all of the kinks and all of the technical difficulties, but we gonna make this work, man, for real. Because I think at this point, it's a good conversation to be had. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk to our guys, see what they all about, and get them to give us some feedback. So, I got, hey, Vern. You are live on Spinways, brother.
Oh, I'm live. What's up?
Yes. We got you on 2 cameras. I got my, whatever you want to sit. All right, so sorry about that, y'all. When you the host and you the everything, you know, it works out. So Vern, we got Rick. Rick, meet Vern. I think I got my cameras on it. Do I got both of y'all? Hold on, let me fix them cameras because we gotta make sure we good. Let me see if I see you, bro. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right, it's a little bit better. We got our ladies coming. Huh? Oh, you got somebody now? Oh, now you got backup. That's what's up. One second. I don't know why I can't get both of y'all on the camera. No, you good. You good, Vern. No, you good. Vern, giving you mic 3, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Let me get a mic check, Rick. Huh? You not getting nothing? Let me see. Oh, turn it on.
Yeah, it is on.
You flipped the on switch?
Yeah, it is on.
All right, let me see. Facebook. That works. Facebook works. It is something right there, but that guy kept coming in, so I didn't want to keep it open.
Boy, with the milk and crackers, he wanted to come through.
Yeah.
He was hilarious.
Yo, let me see if Vern got anything. Vern, you ain't got nothing over there even? Yep. There you go. we still ain't got your cord? Man. You got a cord, but you don't got no.
Juice, baby. I ain't got no.
Yo, it shouldn't be, mic check shouldn't be this difficult. Do I want you to start? Nah, that's not not necessary. Vern, let me get a mic check on you. You good? Yo, what I can't do, yo, is have these problems. Hold on. Testing, testing. So yeah, Vern, give me a testing. See, nothing. Try it again. You moving? Say it again. I got it. Is your mic on? The on button.
Yo, 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 yo.
Say it again.
Yo, yo,
All right, you
yo.
3.
You got it.
Rick, we still ain't got nothing with you.
Come on, Rick. Rick, make sure you're joined on.
It is on. I was like a fool.
All right,
man.
I'm gonna give you.
What's
I'm gonna
going
give you
on?
another chord. Maybe it's the chord.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Or
Maybe I can get back on Spinwax. Yeah. I think I'm still streaming everywhere else.
You got
Let
everybody
me turn
in
everybody
the shot.
down. Yeah, there we go. We actually working with something right now. I'm sweating like a hot slave, but you know, yo, we actually doing something right now.
here for it.
All right, so real quick, guys, just for everybody who's listening, who's on here, let me give it scene 2. There we go. We got 2 dudes.
Yo.
Can y'all do me the honor of introducing yourselves?
Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Vernon Hensley. I am an entrepreneur. The biggest part of entrepreneur I'm into is real estate. That's what I do for a living. And I am from a podcast called The Hustle.
The Hustle. Go ahead, Rick.
I spice mine up a little bit. I am Rick Lewis, father of Dominic and Darius, who is Alicia.
Right though.
My 3 greatest accomplishments, other than being married to my wonderful wife, Siobhan, she's somewhere around here.
Yeah, man.
I've been an engineer for the past 4.5 years for the city of Philadelphia.
Whew.
And,
I'm going to call that patience.
yeah, I'm tired. I'm here for you, though.
You here for me, though, and I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, I appreciate that. I don't know where my ladies are, but we going to title this Men Talk anyway. So we going to go ahead and let the men talk. You know what I mean? The ladies will get here when the ladies will get here. But we going to go ahead with my first intro. And sorry about the delay, everybody who was listening, everybody who's here for us. I do apologize for the delay. But, you know, it's live. Things happen. You got to roll with it, right? So.
Can you tell this? Ms. Rose said turn his mic up a little bit.
Turn who? Rick?
Turn my mic up. Wow.
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
There you go. Yo, there you go.
All right. We good?
Yeah.
That works for me. All right. Yo, I sent both of y'all. Let me see if I can get in there. I sent both of y'all a question. Look, Rick, I ain't even get it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I didn't.
Pretty sure you ain't get the question?
Nah.
Okay. All right, we gonna go off the cuff.
Yeah.
No, I got the question.
You got the question?
Yeah,
all right,
that's
so
fine.
You got the
ladies
cheat
and-
sheet and I ain't getting nothing?
Well, it was just the first question.
Oh, all right.
It was just the first question because I wanted people to be able to put some thought into it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But not for you. You wanted to go off the cuff, so I'm gonna let Vern
here
go
for that.
first.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go off the cuffs.
I'm
I
a-
mean, I ain't need to take a, it wasn't that deep, you know.
Oh, you know what?
But-
Pause for
Go
1
ahead.
second. Let me interrupt. My bad. Yo, let me give an intro. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first ever live podcast on Spinwax Radio. That's why we had all these problems. But we doing a series called Family Meeting. Hey, and the men are in the building. What's up, Todd? Let me get you a mic right before. Yo, you actually right on time, bro, because all types of technical difficulties. You heard? Yeah, man, it was rough, but we working it. Yeah.
Oh, really? Thank
I already know you know what to do.
I
I already know
already,
you know
but
what to
thank you,
do.
though.
I'm going to give you 4, bro.
Thank you, though.
And here, I'm going to give you this chair, too. Just don't trip on nothing. All right. So, real quick intro. Yeah, I'm going to give you this mic right there, too. So, first ever Spinwax live podcast. We calling this series Family Meeting. And I call it a series because I'm going to do different topics every time we meet. I don't know how frequently. This was a little rough. I was thinking every month, but Shorty sweating out of edges. You know what I'm saying?
This
So,
was a little rough for you.
Listen,
But
this
it's
is a little
always
rough.
it's always rough the first
The
time.
first time a little rough.
Yeah.
Me, I'm solo. My ladies aren't here, man. It's breaking
Yeah.
my heart. They on their way, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. They text
I'm
you
sure.
they was on their way?
Huh?
They text you to
They text me all day, so they
No.
should be here.
Nope.
But anyway.
The problem is it's just parking is real crazy.
Oh yeah, for facts.
Real crazy.
for facts.
So
But this particular episode, we're calling it Men Talk. And it's very awesome that the men are here. You know what I mean? So they can actually talk.
Oh, yeah.
Your volume probably down. Look, I already know you know, so we good. All right. So I sent some of the guys the first intro question, but honestly, the whole purpose of being here is to let them speak. And so I had a question for you guys, and it was, if it was one thing that you would want women to understand about men, and I know it's a vast, but if there was one thing, in speaking, I'm going from a very general perspective, y'all. I'm not going from relationships. I'm going wherever y'all take it. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I want to know, if it was one thing that y'all just wished women understood about men, what would that one thing be?
You want me to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go first because I sent you to hit.
That is
Send it to you first.
Yeah, but it's cool. First thing come to my mind is that it's harder than you think. Being a man, that's what comes to my mind. It's harder than you think, right? Because as a man, you know, especially responsible ones. I don't know about them sideline corner stores. Ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't going that. You know what I mean? Ain't doing that. Sleeping on their mom's couch. I don't know about them, but the real responsible man, right, holds a lot of weight. And a lot of times, just because we make it look easy, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. That's like the first thing that really comes to my mind when it comes to that. You know?
Okay. It ain't easy being a man.
It's harder than you think.
It's harder than you think. We gonna go. Rick, you been here a little bit longer.
Little
Let's
bit,
situated.
you know.
So if you got
broke these shoes in for you today.
hey,
So,
matching the shirt, I'm liking it.
I do, you know.
If it was one thing,
One thing. No, I'm gonna get up in there. Yeah, I'm right here.
listen. Go ahead, cuz.
One thing. Varying levels of intimacy.
Whoa, please explain. Whoa.
But you gonna go, You don't go, after you say that, though.
Yo,
That's
please
like-
explain.
It's crazy because I was listening to hey, when did that song come out? Focus on Me by
Okay.
her.
Yeah.
And I was
That's my
online with
song.
my crew, and I was listening to the lyrics.
Yeah.
And I put my controller down. They're like, "Yo, Rick, you there?" I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "Y'all go ahead and kill everybody on the screen. I'm listening to the song right quick." And you know, I'm watching them die on the screen, but I'm actually listening to the
Watching them
song. I'm
die.
just like, how many men actually have this problem?
What, focusing?
Not being focused on.
Being focused
Focus
on.
on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Focus on what?
By women,
By your lady.
Oh,
By
being focused
significant
on your
other.
lady. Being focused on your lady.
No,
And no,
your
having her
lady
focused on you.
Oh.
You know, kind of piggyback what
Yeah.
what you were talking about. And
Yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah.
you know what? When you come home after a hard day's work, she don't know what you've been through.
True.
But if she were to ask you, if she were to meet you at the door with just a basic hug and a kiss, how many men are actually missing these certain small things?
It's a good point.
No, it is a good point.
It's a
yeah.
good point.
You know why you say that, man?
Mm.
I'm gonna have to put it on notes in my phone so when I get back home, I gotta let her know. Nigga, you know what I mean?
But it's always the small things, though.
It
It's always
is.
the small. The other day I came home from work, didn't have a bad day, had a regular day,
Okay.
and I had a drink waiting for me.
Hey. Hey.
Waiting. Actually, after 22 years of being with the same person,
Hey.
that small little thing
Yeah.
Yeah.
highlighted my week.
No, it do. I agree 100%.
I love that.
100%. I agree.
Mm.
I love
Small
it.
things is key. Is key to a man.
Right.
I agree.
I
That
love it.
that was good.
All right, Taj.
I put it in my notes, man. I gotta have a conversation.
That's why we're here. That's why
No,
we're
I
here.
gotta have a conversation. When I
Gotta
get
have
home.
oh man, we gonna get to your conversation. Go on, Taj.
Well, hey, look, I'm a man of few words. One of the things that I wish the women would do and know is men want peace. It's not that hard. You know, if you're coming in, like going off of what you said, coming home from work, the last thing I want to hear is, yeah, what's going on with this? Why are you doing this, that, and the third? Rah, 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 rah. We just want peace. Let us come home. Let us, you know, whatever that
I
is.
got
Like,
you.
just basically
Yes.
separate our day. Let us get our peace. Let us gather our thoughts. And then we can go about whatever's going on with you or, what's ever going on in the situation. A lot of women don't realize that they leave or they want to go be with somebody else or, be out in the street with their bulls or anything like that because they don't have peace in their home.
True.
If you have peace in your home, like if you can create the peace for your man in that home, then you don't got nothing to worry about.
Wow.
And this from a man from a few words.
I love that. Few words,
I love that.
Create the peace in your home.
That's a good point too. I mean, it's a lot, yo.
It's a lot.
That question that you asked is a lot.
On
Hey,
purpose. On
it's-
purpose.
it's
Like
a
I
lot.
really wanted it to be a think piece because, like, if I got tons of women, I sent this flyer out and it said very clearly, men are talking. Women are like, oh, I need to hear that. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, because like I'm getting the sense that men ain't talking a lot. You know what I'm saying? And
We
maybe
talk
if
to
they
ourselves.
Yeah,
We ain't talking to y'all.
right,
Because y'all
right.
do a lot of talking, but y'all don't always do a
We
lot of
don't want
listening.
the combativeness of it.
Yes.
It's like
Okay.
sometimes if we need to express ourselves in a certain way, it's always going to be a why. Like
Okay.
we try to be real simple and linear about our thoughts. But with women, sometimes it's just like y'all guys are wired in such a way where, your emotions have something to do with what your boss said 4 weeks ago. So,
My
like,
cup ass.
we don't need that. Look, it's A, B, C, not A, Z to the third power.
Yeah, no.
With
I
the
agree.
backstory.
No, I
Right.
agree. But another thing too
The
is though.
backstory.
Another thing too, the piggyback off of him, we are very simple.
You
Right.
think?
Very.
I think.
No, I'm very curious. Please elaborate.
What? Do you really want me to elaborate?
Yes, I really want you to
Man,
elaborate.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it simple.
Please do.
Happiness, sex,
Mm-hmm.
good food,
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit of headache.
Just a little bit of
Just a
headache.
little bit of
A
headache.
little bit of
Because they're gonna come
conflict.
with it.
Life happens.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
gonna happen.
That's it, yo.
So you want the headache?
No, but it's
No,
gonna
no.
happen.
Life
know
Okay,
what's
you
gonna
being
happen.
you being
The
practical.
problem is you like I don't know about your guys, but I can't have a woman that I could walk over, right?
True.
That don't fit the man that I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gotcha.
So,
right.
so I know that my woman will gonna give me a little bit of headaches, and I'm okay with
Gotcha.
that. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
I see what
That's
you're
just
saying.
me personally.
I see what
right?
you're saying.
But that's really just the
That's the
That's
basics.
it. That's just the basics. You get those three together. That's
All right,
it.
wait. It was happiness,
Happiness,
sex, food,
sex, good food,
and a little bit of headache.
just a little bit of headache. You
Wait,
get them four
All right, so
things
you get
together.
that, and then you just sprinkle a little bit of headache on top, and then
You
we
got
all
to.
good.
If
Because
not,
ultimately, life is going to happen
Yeah.
Right,
regardless. So
right.
something has to be addressed, and
Yeah.
a queen is going to address whatever situation
So
that
that's-
you got.
That's it, yeah.
So, yeah, there's
Simple.
going to be headache.
Yeah, it was simple.
That's simple.
Listen, let me tell you something. That nigga Steve Harvey, right? He wrote
Oh,
a book.
man.
What was that book called? He wrote.
Dumbass
like
shit
a
that
lady,
people listen
Venus,
to.
Men
Think like a
from
man,
Mars.
act like a lady,
Listen,
something like that.
I was on my dating around the time he wrote that book, right? I was single, right? And this
I'm
chick, one of
sorry
the chicks
for you,
I was
bro.
messing with, read that book. She told me she read that book, right?
Yeah.
Told me, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What the fuck you waiting for? I said,
Yeah.
throw that fucking book away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen,
Yo.
listen. I said it's simple. He wrote a whole book for y'all, and it could have been one page.
Right.
So my whole thing with that one, and I'm not going down the Steve Harvey tangent because I do not like that dude. I'm gonna go ahead on record
I'm
to
just
say
saying.
I'm extremely biased in the opposite direction. I don't like him.
I'm just saying.
He gives me hypocrite vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, all day.
You gonna get old and then find this chick and then decide that, all right, whatever, sir. But when it came into that book, it hit me like it seemed like the girls who didn't have any type of foundation or guidance or you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even say father because I didn't have one, but I had father figures, strong ones. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say like the male guidance. It seemed like a book that he was writing for them. And then when you writing for somebody who thirsty, you can give them a little bit of water and they be happy. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna take it and be like, oh man, I'm great. And you like, but that ain't really. He wasn't really hitting the main points because he didn't really get to the self-respect of it all. He got to the put rules in and tell the man this and tell the man that. And I don't know too many men. You just gonna be
No,
like,
not at all.
And
These
even
are
the-
deeper
room.
than that,
They are
like
not in
most
this room.
dudes who like are playing around anyway, they read that playbook and reapplied it back to the woman.
and
So,
don't even care. But and
You
that's
read the whole book?
I bought the book.
Did you?
Actually, I bought two of the books. I read the first chapter and a half and was like, well, I'm gonna use this to prop up something in the house. That's
Yeah.
like
What you
this.
use the other one for then?
Huh? No, I bought the other one for a friend because we was gonna do like a little book reading type situation or what, a book club type joint. So I bought 2 of them. We started reading it, and we was reading it at nighttime, and I'm like, yo, real rap, I'd rather read the Bible or something. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, who's listening to this stuff? Because it just sounds dumb to me. But it was, honestly, I thought it was for the women who didn't have any type of backbone, any type of father figure, any type of structure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I haven't read the book, but
it wasn't worth the read.
I don't think it was either. but the thing, but you know, but I'm gonna say this though, right?
Okay.
Us as black people in a relationship,
Yeah.
right? And these gentlemen is like probably a little older than me. I don't know how old you are, but
I'm old as dirt, bro.
but listen, but us as black men in a relationship, and people, us as really just us, period. We are learning as we go, right? If we don't have the structure, right? So we go through all these relationships just to learn from each relationship until we get to the right person that learned on the other side with us. Then we say, oh, we met up at right here. You learned, I learned, we learned at the same level. Now we ready, but we done went through a bunch of people just to get taught, right?
Brian, you done jumped around on my topics, brother, but I'm going
boy.
I'm going alley-oop that
But
because
yeah, what I'm saying is
Go ahead.
when you talk about his book about structure, it's hard for us to get structure where we come from because we come from a hard place, right? Especially as men, because a lot of our men didn't have the father figures to teach them on the way up, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know, even where I grew up, I had my dad and my mom in the house, but my dad was not. He was a good father, but my dad was playing around in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of me growing up, I always saw that as okay, I could have somebody home that I could take care of, and I could also have a side chick on the side. So it took me a while to understand like that was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I think you stole my notes, bro. You hit about like 3
No,
of my
I'm just
notes.
saying, you know, we keeping it real.
We keeping it, yo, as real as possible.
Well, let me
man.
ask you a question. Like, if you're in a situation where you got the man in the side, was the man giving you the piece that you needed, or were you being greedy?
Being greedy.
Greedy, okay.
Because, yes, I was being greedy.
And
you know what I'm saying?
the reason why I asked is because a lot of the brothers that you know that I have, you know what I mean, that I hang out with, that do actually step out on their women, they cheat is usually because the woman is not providing that piece.
Yeah, but I would say this: you got two types of men. You got guys that want to be dogs, right? They just want to fuck everything, right? Fuck everything, right? But then you got some guys that just want some, especially when you're young, though. You know, you don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I was young. I'm saying, I don't know. I'm just learning from what I saw, right? You know what I'm saying? Dad had me at the strip club when I was 16.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I think less than 16, to be honest.
You from Philly?
Yeah.
You went the night on Broadway, didn't you?
Oh, man, wait.
But I know that, but I will say this though.
Got a little hot in
No,
here.
but I will say this though. But the reason why as a young man, for one, you know, I'm just learning about relationships. You know what I mean? You get the attention when you're young. You get all the women when you're young, right?
Yeah.
And my dad was very honest with me about what he was doing. You know what I'm saying?
You think that was a good or a bad thing?
No, it was a good thing.
At that age?
Yeah, I think it was a good thing. I think after I kind of really, he always was honest.
Okay.
One of the reasons why, and that's why I'm always honest. That's why I'm always an honest person when I talk to people, and I'm blunt because that's how my family always was, right?
Gotcha.
And my mom was never no slouch. You know what I'm saying? But my dad was always honest, and the reason why he was always honest is because he said, "Son, listen, if somebody ever pulled up to you in the street and says your dad is doing this and doing that, I want you to know exactly what I'm doing. So nobody can never tell you something that you don't know."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, that did have a negative effect on me because I kind of parlayed into my relationships coming up. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is all, you know, we all have to learn together. Like I said, when we leave from this person, go for that person, leave for this person, and we kind of figure our education portion out as we go.
You got what you say, like women brains go to the +4 divided by 17.
You know, my wife can actually.
Like my brain is over here doing all types of arithmetic right
now. She
now.
can actually explain it better. Like men are linear and women just got, like, we operate in boxes. We go into that box, we grab that subject, we discuss that subject, we carefully place that box back into where it was, and then leave that subject alone, and then we
100%.
operate in our nothingness.
100%.
Really?
Women got a whole bunch of wires like this,
Yeah,
like
man.
1,000 more cords, and they all wrapped around and they
Yeah,
all
man.
intertwined together.
Yo, I think my tongue was bleeding while he was talking because I'm like,
Why is
I want men to talk. Like I want you to speak. You know what I'm saying? But you hit so many things. I was like, ooh, 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 and I was saying like, shut up, Ange. Listen, shut up, Ange. Like it took a minute. No, it did, but
Yeah.
I think from the woman's perspective, and since my other two ladies is in the background, so I'm gonna let them live. But from a woman's perspective, we hear, but we also overtalk y'all sometimes.
Yeah.
So we can't really.
Yeah, y'all
It's
try.
like the actively listening part is an actual skill that you gotta
It's
gotta
because
work
the
on.
emotion
Yeah,
trumps all.
no,
Yes.
for real,
Right.
100%.
Right.
And I'm gonna say this too, because I want to put this out on the floor here, so y'all
Go for
understand. No, that I was married before.
Okay.
You
How
know what
long?
I'm saying?
It don't
I don't
matter.
know. I was married probably for like 5 years.
Okay.
No. Actually, I'm still my divorce is not finalized, but I've been trying to get a divorce for like 10 years now.
Damn.
7 years.
Whoa.
Right.
Lord have mercy.
So, but to goes to show you though, right? And this is gonna be key. This grown up portion of me, right?
The key.
Is that my divorce starts to go downhill
Mhm.
once sex starts to go downhill. My divorce starts to, I started to get a divorce once the sex went downhill, right?
Okay.
Like when I'm saying, let me back that up. Sex stopped,
Mhm.
problems came,
Okay.
right? And then some other stuff where as though somebody thought you was here and you was there, and that
Okay.
was a problem, right?
Okay.
But before, and this go a good point for him when he's saying that men are so simple, right? I remember when I said, you know what? I had enough. I gotta let her know that I'm a man. I need this.
Okay.
If not, it's gonna be a problem,
Okay.
right? So one day I walk in my house, right?
Uh-huh.
I said, listen, I don't know if you gay.
Yo, made it plain, made it real simple.
Listen, simple. Like my man is. I'm super. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, right?
Yo.
I said I don't know if you gay, right? But I like pussy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing.
Very
I said I
simple.
like pussy. I don't know what you got going on,
It's low in calories.
but it ain't
tastes
going.
great.
But it ain't
Low in
gonna work.
calorie, though.
Now,
But
but it ain't gonna work.
please.
It ain't gonna work, right? I said, yo, whatever's happening, not happening. And one of the reasons being why I had to be so blunt.
I hope she laughed because that's
No,
funny.
she ain't laughing.
Nah, I don't think
No,
so.
she had a whole
say
ass
that.
attitude.
No.
Remember, wires, like,
No,
yeah,
say
I'm a
that.
man, I like
I'm sorry,
pussy.
that'd
Like,
have
what do you
Comedy
mean,
was
like,
not one of those
you
wires.
probably
That'd
already
have
went away.
Right,
and
you
had,
put somebody
like, oh, so you
else's-
like pussy, so whatever pussy you get,
Yeah,
no,
I mean, why you say
go
that?
do-
And, like,
exactly.
Instead of just taking what was initially said.
I see you.
Because you're screaming for help.
Right, okay.
I'm a man screaming for help. The reason why I'm screaming for help because it's 1,000. I'm driving. I'm going to the store. Say, oh, this motherfucker want me. I know I could get her. Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing chicks like, oh, I need that. Right.
So you was being faithful.
Yeah, I was being
Okay.
faithful the whole
All right.
time.
All right.
Now, come on, I done graduated now.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
Okay.
don't think I graduated. I was
Right,
being
right.
faithful.
Okay.
But, man, it's simple. All she had to do was say, hey, we gotta figure something out. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, everything just went, after that,
That's when
downhill.
the problem started.
Downhill.
See the wires again, man. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, yo, it's so simple.
Because my follow-up is going to go a little bit deeper
What
than
was
that.
your follow-up?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what's up?
Because I'm curious, like you saying that's when the problem started. From the woman's
Yeah.
perspective, I'm thinking the problem started prior to her not giving you something. Reason why
Well, with her,
I think
probably.
that was a effect of a cause.
So, okay,
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
address that.
Yeah.
Look,
Agreed.
I like, you know what I mean, like, yo, I like pussy. What's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why we not being intimate as a couple? We
Right.
should have some intimacy.
There's
Okay.
that
And,
word
and for the
again.
record,
Is it- that
intimacy
word?
doesn't necessarily have to be a
I was
sexual
going to ask
act.
you that.
No, it is not.
You know what I mean? Intimacy can just be connecting deeply with each other. Like,
Okay.
rather if y'all snuggling or Netflix and chilling or whatever.
Yeah.
Got
You know
you.
what I mean?
See, I don't have the intellectual
Speaking-
words like he got. I just
Speaking
get to the point.
your
I ain't got time for all
aspirations.
that.
But nevertheless, this man was like, look, I need physical stimulation and I need to be
Right.
connected with you. Now, rather, if she had an issue with why she stopped giving the gams up,
Mhm.
like, at least express, well, the reason why we've been slow was because of X.
Right.
But instead, and I don't mean to be too deep in your issue,
No,
but when you said that, she probably just started arguing, right?
Yep, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
Instead
you
of
said,
trying to
go
find.
find somebody else. I don't care, blah, blah, blah.
They
being a
never
problem.
mean
So,
that
yeah.
though.
No, they never mean that.
Right.
But you know what
Because she had her
happened?
emotions,
Yeah,
like-
but you know what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
You
know
took
what
it
I
for
did?
word.
word. All right, cool.
I found somebody else.
Yeah.
What you talking about, yo?
You gonna make me fuck somebody else?
For real. For
Keep
real,
on.
yo.
Sorry, I went right down the list.
That's
But
right.
yo, so agreed. Like I hear you, and a need is a need. You know what I'm saying? If you in a relationship and that's what you need, and you express your need, I'm just my womanhood went straight to the why. You know what I'm saying? It's usually a why when there's something lacking. But again, you said what you said.
Yeah, but when is there never a why? There's always a why. There's always a reason why something does or doesn't.
Right.
You know, was it the cause and effect?
Right.
So in that case, and I think to some degree, depending on how long you are with somebody, you will find yourself going up and down.
Okay.
If you're not on the same page in the
100%.
same book,
Mhm.
you're always going to be off schedule.
Okay.
Not just communication, but comprehension also plays a head with the
Ooh.
game in that.
Ooh.
We can talk all day, but if you don't hear what I'm saying and
Right.
you just hear gibberish, and then I get pushed back from what you're saying, we're never going to meet. We're never going to meet at that goal line.
Right. There has to be understanding. There has to be a mutual understanding and agreement in order to move forward. And that's with anything. That doesn't even have to be relationships.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You have to, if you're a partnership, you have to be able to be aligned together and to move forward. And once again, we're very simple in the things that we need and want, and we know, and what you said, a good man knows what we have to provide.
Right.
We know it's hard out here for us, especially black men. We got to worry about getting carjacked, you know what I mean, in Philly. If you outside of Philly, you got to worry about getting flack
Pulled
from the
over.
Proud Boys. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you don't want to go home to hear no rah-rah. You just want to go home, sip your yak, because I'm a yak man.
Yeah, it's a good.
You know what I
idea.
mean? Sip your yak. Hey, baby, what's going on? How was your day? You know what I mean? Get something to eat. You know what I mean? And chill. That's it.
It's just, listen, men is just trying to move the family forward.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. Do you know how hard that is to move the family forward? Because listen, when you by yourself, you cool. But when you got a wife, when you got kids, this how the relationship be. Your hand should be backwards, and everybody should be holding on to your hand, and you should be moving forward.
Ah, so you're okay. Wait, let me.
Now that's coming from me.
That's what I'm about to see.
yeah.
Let me see if we can get on the same page with this. Do all three of you believe that the man is the head of the household?
Gotta be.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, if you got a weak man in here, then he probably don't believe it. But I ain't weak, and these guys right here, I can tell is not weak. But if you got somebody that think that, then that's not nobody out.
Right.
If he
Right.
my friend, I'm telling you, dog, you tripping. You got fucking problems.
Somebody with.
Okay.
That's right,
So
what
wait,
I'm saying.
can y'all do me this favor?
Yeah.
Just.
What up, though? Got you.
Go ahead.
No, go
Oh,
ahead.
all right,
What
all right.
you
So you
think?
said
What up?
you said y'all very simple and y'all very straightforward. So if
Yeah.
y'all can give me this favor and explain to me what the head of the household means to each one of y'all, so I can see if we all coming from and talking about the same thing.
The buck stops here.
What does that?
But we're the problem solvers.
The buck
That's
stops
yeah,
here.
we're the problem solvers.
You're the problem solvers.
Yeah, you come to me with
Okay.
a problem, I fix it.
Period.
Detach myself from all that emotional stuff, fix it right then and there.
Okay. All right.
I agree. It's a lot, right? The buck stops here. That's I agree a little bit with that, right? I think it is a little compromise. You got to kind of make sure y'all understand
Right.
make sure y'all understand why we should go this way. Like it's a lot of, this is the way we have to go. This is why we have to go. Follow my lead, right? But I think a man should be the protector of his family,
Okay.
should lead his family, and even if you make 100,000, that's the wife. I make 100,000. We equal on cash, but we're not equal as a
Hierarchy.
as a hierarchy.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I hear you.
So that is the biggest thing.
Okay. So then,
I know we like it start as far as like the buck stops here. Like
go ahead.
ultimately, it's any like you just said, any decisions that need to be made,
Mm-hmm.
like it's gonna fall on us because ultimately we're gonna get the blame for it.
Right.
From whom?
From the woman, most likely,
More
or
Really?
even
likely, yeah.
society in general.
Okay.
If something goes awry,
Mm-hmm.
like it's going, well, we shouldn't have did that, and then that's a whole argument. Once again, we're in the pursuit of peace.
Okay.
We want to keep peace in our homes, so we want to make sure that we do the right thing in order to keep that peace. Because for real, you got a real queen on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Like she runs the yard and she keeps that peace, and you already got to deal with so much hectic stuff.
I think the
outside.
queens are here.
Oh,
Are the queens here?
ladies,
Oh, the ladies
Hello,
are
hello.
here. The ladies
Oh,
are
all
here.
right.
I'm thinking there's one more missing, but the lady, she's parking. She gonna be a while.
Parking's
Let me
crazy.
get
How
y'all a
doing?
mic and a chair. Hold for a second.
Y'all was listening? Oh, what part? Yeah. Y'all came in. You gonna hook the mics up?
Put it over there. Quick intermission.
Y'all got something to drink? Y'all got something to drink?
Right over there. Got wine for the ladies and rum for the men. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Wine and rum.
Peach. Yeah. Yeah, a little ice. You.
Hello. Hello.
Was my sound right? Because we need to talk about the head of the household.
They coming in hot, boy. They coming in hot.
Regular peach. Big cup.
Mhm.
Oh, she's.
She got to find a card.
Parking crazy. No. Just like. Yeah. No, yeah, light. I don't need nothing crazy. And then something knocked the edge off. The ladies came in here. They about to be firing. You know what I'm saying? They about to be firing.
Not too much. Not a little bit.
No.
We may set this straight though.
Setting straight? See what I'm saying? What did y'all setting straight?
Here we go.
What did y'all setting now?
Hold up. Before we even start, we got the. Let me make sure my camera's right. We got
Okay.
move your chair over a little bit.
With left, right?
To your left, to my left.
Here comes the ringleader.
Yes. Let's go.
Sean, I'm gonna leave you over there so y'all can share mic. All right, so my ladies are here. So what we gonna do
Hey.
first is let y'all intro real quick, so people know who we talking to, who we dealing with.
Hey, Sean.
We'll start going.
I'm Chevelle.
Hi, Miss Chevelle.
Hi, Miss Chevelle.
I'm Buttercup.
Hello, Miss Buttercup.
Buttercup.
Hi, and I'm Sade.
I sure did.
Sorry we're late.
It's cool.
You know, you're not late. You're not late at all.
Working against us. It was horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, so what's everybody name? Cause we
Okay, all right. I'm Vernon. Yep.
I'm Taj.
I'm Angie's cousin.
Got a whole name though, bro. You got a whole
But it's
name.
Rick, though. It's Rick.
Rick.
Yes, yes.
All right, so listen. I know you. We got the ladies over here. Yes, we got the ladies over here.
Loving it. Yeah, this is.
Yes, we have one.
I don't know. Peach, some-
Oh, y'all was listening to them? Oh, driving them.
So we gonna let y'all jump right
Yeah.
in since y'all was listening in.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna touch base on what the man is the head of the household.
I mean, you probably need to get a little bit closer to your mic or move your mic.
Sure. So we'll start with the man that has head of the household. I truly believe that.
Okay.
However, I'm not going to give you that position. You have to take that. You have to take that. And
You can hear her? You can hear her? I don't know.
Yeah, I hear.
You
No,
hear her?
yeah, I'm,
She good?
yeah, I'm
you have
looking
to
at the
earn
game.
that.
Okay.
I'm
Don't
looking at the
think
game.
it's just a given just because you're a man. You have a penis. You're my man, and now you're the head of the household. It doesn't work like that. But I love. Listen, take control. But I'm talking about take control and be a leader. Be a leader, and I will follow. I promise.
No, I agree that you gotta earn that.
Yeah.
I agree you gotta earn that. I mean, I know some chicks that they got niggas that don't need to be nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Back to them corner store full chicken wings.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
And that's what I said. I agree. I agree 100%. You know, I agree 100%.
So far as the man being the head of the household, what are some things that make him the head of the household that can convince me as the woman that?
Well, for one, to me, every woman want to feel safe around a man. That's number one. You got to me. You want to feel safe, right? You want to feel like this guy got me, regardless of anything that happens. When you think that you ain't, when your job is getting your nerves, and you want to quit your job, you want to know this guy gonna be able to say, hey, listen, don't worry about it. Let's work out a plan. A man gotta have a plan all the time. That's our job. We gotta have plans all the time. We might can't say right there, hey, this is a plan, but we can say, yo, give me a second. Let's figure it out. Calm down, and let's get your motion intact, and let's control this the right. Let's go come at this the right way.
You understand that you're talking about a very small percentage of men, and come on, let's turn it up. That's what I'm here to do.
Well, what I said? No. What I
And men need to hold other men
I
in
mean,
their
be
lives accountable.
Yeah, you know
because
what?
yes.
That's
Listen.
I will like agree with
'Cause
that.
guess
like,
what?
all the
what's
way.
that what that men need.
Men have to hold other
Because
men
me as a
accountable.
woman,
Well,
'cause
go ahead.
me even as a woman,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to sit there and me and my girlfriends go out and have fun and knowing that you doing a bunch of nut shit. You're not. So men need to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You can go. You know your man messing, your boy messing up at home, but you just having fun. You ain't holding him accountable. You not checking him. Come on.
You coming out tonight, and your affairs might be in order, and you know his affairs not in order, but
it's about being out
gonna
tonight.
hold that man accountable. Like, at the end of the day, we got this mindset where it's like every man for himself, or each one teach one is a real thing, because it's like, if this your man and y'all spending all this time together, and you know, and we see it every day, like you'll be like friends, you got a friend that's a good dude, he holding his stuff together, and you be like, why do he ride with him? Like, why aren't you holding this man accountable? Why aren't you speaking life into this man? Us as women, that's what we do to each other. We do that to each other.
The easy, quick answer to that is because you can't tell a grown man what to do.
But
No,
that's
I don't think so.
mindset.
No, I
That's
don't
the
think so.
easy
Now listen,
mindset.
I don't think so. Let me tell you something. I don't think
That's
so.
horrible.
Now
That is
listen,
horrible.
one of my best friends supposed to come because he was like in Sea Line Avenue. If he come, he could tell you that I'm 100 with all my friends. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I know, for one, we've been friends for a long time, and I'm like, yo, have confidence. F that chick. Believe in yourself. Get it. You know what I mean? Right? You motivate them. And me and my friends, I think what happens is that a lot of females know that if they're that their man is around other men that's not doing good, cheating and whatever they doing, it's gonna rub off, right? So when it comes to success, you got to be successful to be around successful people. When it comes to any portion of being a man, you're going to be that if you're around that type of person.
I mean,
So,
it's
hold-
true.
hold on.
Yeah, it's
Vern, I was talking to
Go ahead.
an older guy. By the way, little plug, Spin Wax the joint on Wednesday nights. So we was having my show. Older guy's about, I'm gonna go ahead and say mid-50s. He gave me a whole story about how men mind their business. And I was asking him about accountability. And so he was telling me about, had his best friend, they was all good, but the best friend was a hoe.
Yeah.
Married, beautiful life, beautiful wife, the whole twist. He was doing what he was doing. Said one night he came to his house with a butt naked white chick, knocked out. You know what I'm saying? She like
To his friend house.
His friend, the hoe came over his house.
Yeah.
Middle of the night, butt naked white chick was like, yo, help, like I need to put her hair, do whatever. He was like, I mean, obviously no, because one, she butt naked, two, she knocked out, three, she a white chick. You try to get everybody lynched, you know what I'm saying, right? So, so he kicked him out, whatever. So my question to him was, yo, like, how long was y'all friends? He was like, no, we've been friends since kids. We was doing this, that, and the third. I'm like, at any point did you tell this man, or did you feel bad going to this wife's house at the barbecues and all? Like, at any point did you check this man on the way he was acting? And he said, and I'm telling you, this is an older, successful, respectful black guy. He said, you compartmentalize. His relationship and his marriage had nothing to do with our friendship. Yeah. Therefore, what he was doing over there had nothing. He said, when I went to the White House, you know, she was great. She would come over and everything like that. I felt a little bad, but again, you compartmentalize. And so, you know, you shrug that off and keep going. So I'm curious as to all three of y'all talking about accountability. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How that come?
I got a story. A very, very, very good friend of mine. Shut up. Because she knows exactly who I'm about to talk about. Unfortunately, I ain't gonna say no names, but he's a goddamn dog. Oh, why you don't got a drink? Yo, yeah, I mean, this is your thing. Like, you know, you know what I mean? You the producer, you need a drink.
Got a sober host? That ain't gonna work.
Yeah, come on, yo. No, I'm sorry, guys. So,
That's all right.
this bull, like, and I know his wife. I love his wife. I love him. I love the family. We're deeply, like, good friends. I had to tell him, he brought some chick that he was, you know what I mean, was dealing with to my house. And my wife was there. My wife wasn't even paying attention. We had to take care of a little business. So he had to drop something off to me. He had to drop a dat to me. Just to tell you how long ago this was. And she heard the woman voice and immediately got out, got dressed, came downstairs like, who is this hoe with your bull?
Right, because he's married.
Because he's married.
Okay.
We know each other. Like, it ain't even, you know what I mean? So I had to later tell him, like, yo, you can't just be bringing random, you know what I mean, miscellaneouses to my house. You know what I mean? You bringing these miscellaneous that don't mean nothing. First of all, you disrespecting my marriage. Second of all, you disrespecting your marriage in front of my face, and I know your wife and love her. So you can't do that. He's been quiet for the next 20 years. Like, he's still...
No, but you had to do that. That was
Did you
disrespectful.
check him because your wife intervened, or would you have checked him if your wife wasn't around?
You know what? Part of the force of the envelope was my wife. But if you heard earlier, you know all we need is peace. So my wife is my queen. She's the strongest.
We gotta go back to that. We missed that one.
Yeah, I mean,
Can we run it back?
so to run it back just a little bit, basically when Angie was asking, like, what do men want? It's like, we want peace. That's all we want. You know what I mean? We just basically, and to piggyback off of what he said all we need is sex, food, you know what I mean, love, and a little bit of headache. But ultimately, when we come home from a hard day of work, we just want to have peace. Yeah, I'm a brown drinker. You know what I mean? How you doing?
Do you? So, and if you deserve all of that, those...
Which I do, by the way.
That all of that, because you could be wreaking havoc or be an asshole and then think you just going to come home in peace. Like, no.
But see, if I was wreaking
because you might not you, but a man might think like, I'm the man in here and I don't think I want his peace. Do you deserve it? I'm gonna make your life a living hell when you walk in this door.
And then and then a loser like that is basically going to bounce. He ain't even worth your time.
Well, but we're talking about not true.
No, I think it.
Going back to the leader and the head of household, and the man is the head and all of that. You have a lot of men in this world who feels entitled entitled to all of those things.
Because they
to
lay
come
it
home
right.
to a peace.
It's simple as
just
that.
from conversations like this. Yeah, I like what he's saying. That's what I feel like I deserve. But you're not living up to the things that comes along with that. You don't think women want peace? Y'all really think we want to be nagging bitches all day, every day?
Sometimes a
It's
little bit.
not.
But
Wait, let them answer that.
Oh,
That's a
so-
great question.
do you think we want to be?
Want to be nagging?
No, not at all.
I literally,
Not at all.
genuinely, wholeheartedly want to be my man peace. Wholeheartedly. However,
Oh God.
if you're not, yeah, Ricky, you already know.
Go ahead.
And
Yeah,
again,
right.
it's no offense to nobody in this room. Y'all all may be amazing men, amazing husbands. But what I'm saying, take this conversation and push it forward, because I'm all just like your friend who brought this girl and brought this woman. Check these men. Let these men know, because he'll sit up there and then he'll tell you his wife is the problem, and that's why he's doing what he's doing.
Which, in that particular case, he couldn't say that because, like, this is a good friend. So,
But
like,
I
we're
get that, but
we're
some
family.
you didn't know.
Some men
Right.
will take an alibi and say she's not bringing me peace. Home is not peaceful. Home is not that. But if you're saying you're going to work and you're working late and you're screwing Becky in the back room, or you're doing this and you're doing, and all of this is coming back home, why would this woman want to be in peace?
And leave him.
No, not only that. Sometimes that's the simple answer, right?
That's the easy part for
So
her.
listen.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Listen, but they say women, y'all always telling y'all friends to leave y'all men. Y'all, it's not true. We do not. We will sit up there and watch.
Love. Oh my gosh.
Was
They love.
that a shock, sis?
Oh, yeah.
But in that situation, why do y'all stay?
Listen, no,
First of all,
it's
like,
not that.
it's
Just like,
I'm
not
listening.
that easy. I mean,
but
ain't
just
easy
like
at all.
in that situation, why do you fuck around on your wife? If you married, just leave her. Why do
so
you
why
fuck
do
around?
why do
Oh.
you
Why do
stay?
you continue
Look,
to
why do
stay?
you
Not
stay?
saying per
One of
se.
well, the thing is,
Not saying
man,
per
this,
se.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all guys, man. This conversation could go on and go on.
We got it to
Because
11.
because it's
I
like-
heard
it's
we
like
had
a-
it
it's
to
like a-
11,
soon as
right?
you said
No,
something,
we
it
don't.
was like a whole dark hole. I said, oh Lord.
Oh, right.
He about to, Jesus
Come on, let's
Christ,
get
what the
into
hell
it.
is down there?
Let's get into it.
Like
But
I
yeah,
said,
but
you were
yeah.
taking
Let's
your
get
box.
into it.
We were all showing each other our boxes, and then all the wires started coming off.
Listen.
That's
That's
what
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lord.
I
But
heard you were saying, where my ladies at? I said, they so calm. We about to come
yeah.
turn that shit up.
Look. Wait, let me ask one question, man. When it comes down to the head of the household, I think we all can agree that there has to be a level of trust and a level of respect that the man sets that tone in order to be said head of
yeah,
household.
you gotta earn it.
You definitely
You gotta
have to
earn
earn
it.
it. You definitely
But
have to
I'm
earn
gonna
it.
say this though.
Go for it.
The ladies gotta know when somebody earns it, because just like men that has like before y'all guys got here, I was saying that we learn about relationship as we go along by going through different relationships and how to treat somebody. You gotta know when you see that right person and understand that, oh, I can't be acting like how I used to act because this guy got it.
Agreed.
So that's
You know
where
what I'm
when you said it, you know the wires, right? So when you said it the first time, and I'm glad you brought it back up.
No, you brought it back up, man.
Accountability.
You were talking about how you going from basically a trial and error thing with relationships, right? So indulge me for a second, right? Guy and girl trial and error. The guy goes trial. Well,
Yeah.
error, leaving all these errors
Yep.
all over the place.
100%.
And then they finally become a man. They finally grow up and they like, yo, I'm good. I want this woman. I want this queen.
Yeah.
And then they expect to find a woman who hasn't dealt with the errors or is going to come to you without any residue from all of the errors from all of the men who've done what they did. And then they say things like, I don't want to have to fix what somebody else broke or something. Something around the
but
lines.
I think that no. But I think it's a level of maturity though. At some point, gotta be a level of maturity.
Within whom?
On both sides.
Both sides.
Okay.
Because the simple fact that for one, females mature way faster than males.
I'm glad you said
100%.
that. I appreciate you.
100%, right?
I appreciate you.
Because
all.
females, they just want to be with one nigga. Guys,
And-
well, I guess not.
Oh, God.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Okay, well, majority of females want to be with one
So.
guy.
See, what happens is the things that happen that create the woman that no longer desires to just be with one male. But
Yes, no.
overall, Jeanette, we just
Yeah, but the overall, y'all want to be with, y'all want love, y'all.
Monogamy is the ultimate goal. That's what it starts
Yes,
out as.
no, that's what it starts out, right?
Okay.
Well-
In the society today, however, go
yeah,
ahead. I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
let you finish, Vernon. Vernon, right?
Yes, right.
Mhm.
But Mel, us, it takes us a long time to not, I think, like, stop eating from the buffet.
Not desire the variety. To not
Yeah.
desire the variety.
Because it's this, listen, it takes a long time to mature that we could go through all these years, and Jimmy's like, fuck this, I done did all this, now I need to settle down, and now the person I need to settle down with, you got to find that person that could kind of be on your level at the time you're trying to settle down. Which, listen, everybody know that females got baggage, males got baggage, we all got fucking past. Everybody know that, right?
Mhm.
But it's the maturity of the man that by the time you get them. Now, I don't know what time y'all gonna get a nigga, right? That's up to
issue
God.
in itself.
That's up to God. But
And what happens is after, like, you might go into, for a lot of women, like, you go into, we're out here, we're like desiring monogamy, we're chasing marriage, we want this man, we want this, we want that. And like you said, you're running into all these immature men who's not in that space, who's not in that state, right?
yeah,
So then what happens is the brain start being triggered. You start losing hope. You be like, this monogamous
Yeah, I'm not-
is
it
like
ain't
that.
it.
I'm chasing this shit don't exist. This is not
Yep.
what men want.
Mhm.
So how many women you got out? Oh my God, you will be surprised how many friends I have that's in open marriages.
I was about to
Listen,
ask about
let me
polygamy.
tell you. And guess what happens? So okay,
Uh-huh.
think about this, right? Your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. All right, now you're in your 40s. You want to mature. I want to find a queen. So you want to find somebody in your age bracket. Someone. This woman has been through all of these stages with all these different men.
Mhm.
So now when you're ready to settle down and find that queen, she's like, shit. Polygamy
So-
don't sound bad.
So
Shit.
wait.
See, this is what men fail to realize that
Oh.
being in an open marriage
Uh-huh.
and polygamy is extremely beneficial for the woman. It's so much more beneficial for the woman than it is for the man. Do you know how good we have it to have three? We can have it to have three husbands
Yes.
who does exactly the same things for us as
Well, that's
you, the person who's asking for the open marriage. You asked for this.
But
Do
wait,
you think
let me ask this question though, because
Yeah.
everybody said head of household, head of household, head of household, right? So that means y'all taking responsibility, right? That means y'all taking the lead, y'all
Yep.
taking
and
responsibility.
again,
At what point are y'all going to take responsibility for all the damage y'all did to get to that great woman, to get to the great woman that you now want to lead? So do you take responsibility for her past, or do you take responsibility for your past? Where in that head of household and that leading are you responsible?
If there's honesty that was created initially, right? And there's the baggage, we open our suitcases and we see all of the luggage there. A man will have to take some of that responsibility and create trust as time goes on. You know what I mean? And that goes back to the buck stops here. If there is an insecurity that woman has and you want to achieve peace in your house, you're going to have to take that insecurity and prove that you don't have to that woman doesn't have to worry about it anymore.
Agree, I agree 100%.
totally.
It's very work. And but another thing too, like you said, you gotta listen. You gotta build up.
Yes.
You gotta build up their confidence.
Right.
You gotta make them feel comfortable, right? And it's tough because y'all like I gotta have one eye open with these niggas these days.
So Vern, how you do that
I don't
peacefully,
know.
Vern?
I don't know. Huh?
Vern, how do you do that peacefully? Like y'all all three said y'all want
No,
peace
I
in
don't
the
think
home.
it's.
So how do y'all go?
but
How
I
do y'all
think
get to
it's-
that?
The reality is it's not peaceful. It's not.
That's my
Because you
question.
would be like, you might say, oh, that brown, oh yeah, because when that bitch had brown, it's everything. I like that red. Oh, you met the bitch when she had written. It doesn't. It's a trigger. It might be the simplest thing.
Wait, ladies. Do we take responsibility and accountability, or do we put it all on them to fix us?
Mm-hmm.
Just asking.
I will.
Okay.
So
It's hard.
Here's
It's
the
a
sim-
learning
Why is it hard, though?
process. Let me tell you something.
All that emotional
recently had
content.
this conversation with another male, and in the conversation he started off and he said, men are more liable to take accountability faster than a woman is, right?
Yeah, because we don't want to hear you.
Yeah.
all that.
you
Yeah.
really
Right.
don't.
Going back to peace. Going back to
We be like, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go. Going that way.
You don't need that sorry.
But then now,
No, but-
we go. So what are you sorry for?
Right. You don't even
No, but see, it's really
just
see.
sorry.
You can't take that as face value.
What? Sorry?
No.
Come on, nah, dog.
All right. Okay.
No, they
boom.
want you to. They
All
want
right.
you to. They want you to be all
Look.
day on the same
Look.
subject.
What?
What the-
Until I'm finished. So I'm fixed. So you fix it.
But see, but here's
Or are you really
No.
here's the thing about that, right?
Both.
If a man, if they do something, right, and then they automatically accept accountability for it and just be like, let's role play real quick.
You know-
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that, I did that thing. I really didn't mean to do that, and it's not going to happen anymore, all right? So I apologize. Is there anything that I can do, to rectify the situation? Please respond.
You know why?
So
hold
wait,
on.
Well, no, I wanted to
Okay,
respond
go
with
ahead.
that.
Go ahead.
So you're sorry you did it, but why did you do it?
You know what? There was a bit of immaturity. I really don't know why I did it, but I do realize it's
How
wrong.
can I trust
Yo.
you from here on out?
But then you
Because I'm gonna have to show and
see.
prove.
You're right. But see, you're right. And then okay, you're right. So right now you're forgiven. But again, it's gonna go back to that
Keep
red
going.
shirt, and it's gonna go to that
Yeah.
red. And
But-
that trigger, and
But
that
do you
red
believe
button.
that when a man has a situation where he apologizes or in anything, it doesn't even have to be an apology. If he addresses the situation and he acknowledges it and he says this is what is going to be moving forward, why don't you believe that that would be the end all?
So the sad part is a lot of times people, and I'm gonna say people because it's on both ends. People become sorry because they got caught, not because they
True
chose
story.
to. You know what? This is bad. I'm, like I don't like what I did. You know what? I'm coming. Which I ain't never come clean, but I'm coming clean about what I did. And so let me put it on the table and tell you what I did, and it's killing me inside, and blah blah blah. It ain't going down like that. 9 times out of 10, somebody done text, called, phone, you got caught, now you're sorry.
Right.
So then that's why it's hard to take that sorry, because you only sorry because you got caught, because you would have kept going.
If we wouldn't even be having this conversation, I would still be in the dark. You would still be in your mind doing what you're doing.
Wait, ladies. We're assuming. Go ahead, go for
Hold
it.
on, let's say something. For one, we gotta break. Are we talking about cheating? Or are we just talking about normal shit that happens? Y'all going to a fucking cheating shit now.
No, but this type of conversation can apply to many things with men.
No, yes.
Money.
No, that's what I'm gonna say. Yes.
It can apply.
But I'm about to give y'all a tip. Hold on, I'm about to give y'all a tip.
Go ahead.
100%. What you need to know about men, a man. When a man, I don't know now, mine other than the cheating stuff, right? When a man say, "Okay, I made a mistake. I'm sorry." The reason why he's saying, "Okay, I'm sorry," because he like it's a big deal to y'all, but god damn it, I got so much big shit going on. And the other side that y'all know I got to deal with, this shit is just small. That's the fuck.
It's true.
That's the tip. Is it the truth?
It's the truth.
So listen, I'm just giving y'all the tip.
Well,
When a
thank you
nigga
very much for the
say
tip.
that, put it in your notes, okay?
But ultimately, we still have to conduct the business of the household in general. So
we're talking. So we talk about women responding to things from an emotional state all the time.
Yeah.
And men just really responding from it from more of a logical state or whatever. Like this is what it is. This
Yeah.
is what happened. This is what it is. But it's like sometimes we need y'all to break down that wall or whatever, or come out of that space of logic and check into us. Because this is the thing. We are really analyze this, analyze that. That's the reality of a woman. With women, our Ange, and I know you probably.
No, I'm letting you go because I want to hear.
You probably gonna argue with that because you are wired a little differently.
She ain't lie.
9 times out of 10, we're always reacting, asking, talking from an emotional space and emotional state. And if you get a woman that's not that way, 9 times out of 10, you probably will end up not liking her, or she probably will end up feeling like one of the homies to you because
Facts.
she's not acting out of that emotional state. So, let me give an example.
That would be awesome if they can understand and take, you know, like whatever you say is golden, and y'all guys can think of a situation and attack a situation logically. It removes all of the headache.
But it's so sad because that doesn't work like that. I mean, in a perfect world, it's gonna work like that. But it's gonna always be in the back of yeah, man. It's gonna always whatever. It's gonna always even if it's
Men don't like it.
I told. I mean, you need a little bit of headache, right? So it is what it is. I'm saying, like I said, you know,
So
you
if
need
a
a little.
woman was perfect, right?
There's no such thing as that.
Ain't
That
no
word.
such
That
thing.
word.
We're not asking for perfection.
We're out on the deep end and we're saying, if a woman just, I mean, wouldn't you become bored with her? I mean, if she's just,
I'm gonna rationalize a little bit.
No, you need a little bit of. Like I said before
said
before y'all got here, I
Come
said
on,
that.
sprinkle it.
that men, me personally, and men, we need a little bit of pushback. We need no, we do,
Razzle dazzle.
because we are strong. We are strong. We the alpha male, right? And we need a little bit of we need a little bit of sassiness. We need a little bit of you know what I mean. We need that.
Because if I'm constantly okay.
No, me personally, it's not going to work. It's not
But
going to
wait.
work for me.
Let me turn this for 1
Okay,
second.
Yes, it's not going to work for me.
If that's what we're doing, right? So if the man is leading, because we all kind of agreed on that, right? The man is saying that they want peace. The women are saying we're wired to analyze things a little bit, right? So we're wired to kind of look at things from all over and y'all saying, I'm leading this house. I got all this house leading to do. I just need you to bring to me what the issue is so that we can address it and get past it. Am I understanding everybody at this point?
Yes.
All right. So at that point, ladies, y'all come to the men. This is the issue. Wait, pause that. Men, do you ever come to the woman? This is the issue?
Yes.
all the time.
Wait, hey, that was it.
Yeah.
Girl, did you get whiplash? I got whiplash. He said, yes.
I mean, well, these guys is in heavy marriage mode, but but that takes some maturity as a man.
But if you're leading, then I'm assuming the maturity is there. That's a prerequisite to
Right.
lead.
No, what the problem is with men, right? With men, I don't know, but I don't want to put this tough boulder that I have on me to let you know about, so then you can be stressing along with your personality about now we both got fucking tough boulders on inside the fucking house, and we that's see, but I don't need. So a lot of time, hold on, a lot of time, you're saying
but
that
if
shit,
you-
but a lot of time, so men will hold that and not express it and just deal with it.
Let me add 9 words. If your queen is real dope, she's going to be willing to carry that boulder for you.
I'm going to say this.
Because if you're carrying it by, but Vern, if you're
No,
carrying
you
it by
just
yourself,
massage me a little bit and just say maybe it's gonna be okay.
but if
That's
you're
it.
carrying it by yourself, then when you bring that stress to the relationship, how does she know how to address it?
A lot of men hold stuff in, but like I said before, when like I said before, when you're arguing, saying, "Oh, I'm not done talking about this, talk about that," and they apologize and say, "Yes, I'm done. I'm sorry." That's because the motherfucker got a fucking shit going on that he ain't got time to be worried about your little your little shit that you got going on. Am I right? Who got time to worry about that shit? I got.
I will say this, going back to the head and the lead. I'm going to say this. When a man truly stands in that position as the leader in the head, women react to you differently. And I'm going to say that because I'm more submissive.
Say one more time.
When a man truly stands
ready. So he wants Buttercup to say that word again.
more submissive.
Yes.
Like, let me tell you, I'm problem. Give you a personal experience, right?
When a man really hold on, because I'm listening to something.
When a man really stands in that position, in that state of being the head, a woman really will react, treat,
Yeah.
but it was the way he carried himself, right?
Mhm.
I'm looking and I am impressed. Like I am impressed by this man. You get what I'm saying? So it was times when it came up, right, where somebody, a certain person that wasn't handling his shit like that, I would give him kickback. I would be like, well, you know, snapping my fingers and rolling my eyes. But when this man spoke and I see the way he carried his shit, I can't even allow myself to talk to this man a certain way. 'Cause this is a man standing in front of me. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm referencing you back to my father because I'm seeing them attributes. I'm seeing everything. So it's like, although I want to be mad, I can't be mad because he's handling his shit. So how are you gonna talk to this man, talk down on this man, speak to this man a certain way? Now I'm in submissive mode. I order this motherfucker could get me to shut the fuck up and nobody can ever get me to shut the fuck up.
I know. We can go.
Word.
No.
Wait, real quick, Von. Remember when Rick came in the house and he said, Rick came in the house. It was.
Pissed because some girl left her baby and she go to the police station.
Man.
His whole voice changed. Like his voice is deep now. That was a whole different. I never seen this side of him before. Me and Angel was on the talk about it.
Yo, we shut up and we turned into small kids. He said whatever he was doing. Here's the thing, you don't remember it, but you remember how you felt. Right. So I don't even know what he said. He could have said the alphabets, but what he said was, and me and Vaughn was like, "Shut up."
It's a man speaking.
Right. He spoke and he said, "I didn't even agree. I didn't even agree with what he was about to do." Right. But he said he was doing it, and I was like, "He sure the hell is. He gonna do that." I'm like, yo, and this is my big cousin. I've been giving him hell since I was born. Right. This man spoke in that man voice. I said,
I'm telling you, and it's like, so y'all think we want to be catty, y'all think we want to be this, y'all think we want to be that. And when a woman is giving you kickback and a woman
You're
is
not
talking
doing
back
something
and it's something in you that should, let me tell you.
No, I agree 100%.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Cause and it's like when you have that to compare it to when you sit there, I'm not a fan of disrespecting men at all. I'm not a fan of talking down on men. I believe in speaking life, especially black men. I believe in speaking life into
I
black
buy
men.
you too, but listen.
all day. But wait. The way she responded to it. Yeah. The way she responded to it. Yo, Taj, did you see her sit up though? You did.
Let me ask you a question though.
Go ahead.
Now, let me ask you a question. But let me ask you a question. If you have a man that's trying to find himself, but happen to find you along the way while he finding himself,
That could be challenging.
no, hold on. Now, I'm not talking about sleeping around and all that, but just trying to be on the come up, right? Trying to. Oh, so it's no more come up? It's no more. Ain't no more on the way up. Personal experience. Okay, but if he ain't never come up, then that's the problem. If he ain't never come up, that's where the problem fucking happened. That's where the fucking.
Oh my
That's where the problem happened when, cause he ain't never come up. He always say he was gonna come up and never come up.
Vern, I need to ask you. Wait, y'all heard that?
That was the thing.
Go ahead. Y'all heard that? Cause he slid that one in though. Y'all. Like a bowling ball.
Now, if he on, no, it's cool. But now, to say that he's on, I don't know how. To be honest, I don't know how y'all project where the man is going or not, right? But you can tell where he's going by the things that he are doing, right? Exactly. So if a man is say, okay, baby, I'm gonna go to school to do this and do this, then I'm gonna do this and do this. A man with the plan. I always got chicks because I always had a plan. I ain't had no bread, but I had a plan. Okay. And I was in the hoops, but I always had something on the side.
I cannot get with that.
Yes.
Just wanted to throw that in there. We're going.
You can't what?
I can't get with that.
Oh, I don't know about that. Listen.
We talk about potential.
A potential.
But
you gotta see.
A man with a plan.
How old is that man?
We talk about the jungle. A man with a plan.
Go ahead. I want to hear Vern.
It takes for one. it takes for a man to humble himself, understand you have to sacrifice things to get to a certain point, knowing that their female, that the female they would sees a lot of other men that's doing way better than him. Motherfucker, that takes strength. That takes strength. That takes strength for that man to keep climbing and keep climbing and keep climbing to get where he got to get, knowing, because men are very
No, it takes. I was going to say it takes discipline.
Discipline, but yes, take discipline and strength. Because a man is very competitive. Like what is it? We're competitive. We're very competitive. So we have to make sure that we are satisfying our girl at the same time and assuring her that the direction that we are going, that she's okay with that and really going to be by our side.
But can I say something in regards to competition? You know what I mean, in society, and this is actually going to lead into a really deeper conversation. But we as black men, we have to not only compete with ourselves in society to try and make the money that we need to make, but we have to also compete with our counterparts, and we have to compete with the different classisms that exist in the world. So
100%.
we try to, we're trying to get this bag and do this. The last thing we want to do is have to deal with being combative at home. But
yeah,
I'm sorry,
but no, but 100%. But all I'm saying is that do y'all if you see a man like that, how are you taking it? Or are y'all dating him? Or are y'all like saying, I can work with you, but I'm gonna keep this other nigga on the side, nigga, until you get up there.
That's a reflection, actually.
Huh? That's what you doing? You trying to figure it out?
Listen, my question is
So
this.
nobody's motivated.
No. My question is this, for real. When it
Nobody's
comes
motivated.
when it comes down to that, I need to understand.
Okay, we need to talk about.
I need to understand the show and prove. Okay, so again, I'm a slow walker. Let me put it like this. I don't feel the need to hop into a relationship until I see a reason to be in that relationship. So therefore, if I see a man who has potential, my problem is I'm 40, so you got potential now, and you don't got something like tangible. I got a problem with. I kind of got a problem with that. So I'm thinking maybe when you was 20, you had potential. Okay, whatever. All right, let's say he's 40 with potential. Already, I'm. Okay, but I want to see. I'm going to wait to see before we even enter into this relationship for real. What have you done? Because if you a man with a plan, and if you a king, and if you a leader, and you a head of household, you got a trail of success or something behind you. You got some receipts.
So you can say, oh,
you got some receipts.
Wow, you did
Yeah, like what about? Okay, so I'm changing careers now. I was doing this, and now I'm starting over because I'm doing that. But you have some receipts.
How many startovers is these men going to have?
I'm just saying. I'm saying from what he's saying.
How many startovers is
Can
the
you
men
deal with
gonna
a man
have?
with that type of thing? Yes, but you need receipts.
Yeah.
That's my.
Like you
But I'm
really
saying,
do,
if you got a plan now.
Go ahead and ask your question, because I can answer that. What you worried about that?
How many startovers should a man have? Like, if okay, so for instance, like, so you doing this right, and you successful at that, then you back at the bottom again, and you still want me to continue to stick around and build back up, and as a man, you say you the head of the household. Why you from here and then you jumping back down here?
Mainly because shit happens, and unfortunately, and I know that's a
That's
sucking.
so easy. Shit should never happen.
Hold on, I'll elaborate.
How shit should never happen? We in the I'm saying, my man gotta go
Shit
home.
is happening now. Like,
Amen, right? Shit happens, unfortunately, and two, there's so many forces that's against us as a people that is causing these issues. So, it's the everyday struggle. Shout out to Talib Kweli.
yes.
You know what I mean? We had a no, Talib. Beautiful struggles.
Beautiful
Talib.
struggle.
Right. But you know what I mean, there's a lot of issues that's going on as a society that, unfortunately we have to be held accountable for as a whole, as men. We have to be able to lead as men, set examples for other men, hold other men accountable. Same thing for you, ladies. Y'all guys got to hold, exactly. We got to hold everybody accountable.
Listen, but this is the thing. So men have this perception
There's kind of some truth to that, though.
That's not always.
That's because you probably.
Y'all got at least one hater associate in y'all circle right now, right? Just one hater associate.
52 times. And then
Some dudes deserve to be left.
It's true. But
Yeah,
let's go
each
back to the
situation's different.
conversation of holding men accountable. You go
Yes,
back
ma'am.
to that situation with your friend with the girl over and things like that. How many times do you actually believe that's happening, men and men interaction as friends? How many times is that truly happening?
For real, man, I think it's maybe 60-40.
60-40.
You know what I mean? Depending on the group of dudes.
Yes, it's all about the group of dudes, yo.
Yeah.
It's all about
it
it's
depends.
all about.
Like, because birds of a feather flock together. So if you got,
That's not true.
yeah, I mean, but I mean,
That's not
but no, that is true because if a man is respectful and a man wants to go ahead and be a leader, you know what I mean, not necessarily amongst his friends, but just overall lead, yeah, he's going to check that person. If another bull is just on some fuckboy shit and he's doing stuff, he's going to have people around him doing fuckboy shit. Personally, a real man ain't going to have somebody being counterproductive to their plan, period. It doesn't matter what it is. It don't even got to be about relationships. It could be about...
So players and family men don't run together every day in these streets?
They can.
They don't run together. No. They-
Well, I think that's. Yo, I think.
I mean, they might hang out. There might be a closer tie, but they not taking. They're not gonna
As a
be
married
doing
woman,
this.
I'm not gonna hang around my friend that's a hoe, and I know she's a
hoe.
hoe.
No, but you ain't going out on whole time though. Like, I'm not letting you go out on whole time. Whatever that whole time at 11. If she out at 1, you better be home at 11. Fuck that whole time. That whole time.
I'm not gonna go the whole time, but what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna engage in certain settings where I know
There
she's
is-
thriving in
right.
that
Yes, but
ambiance of being a hoe.
But men can sense that though. Men could like, yo, what the fuck is you doing out there? Now you going out too little much now.
Right.
You going a little too much with that
They
motherfucker.
might put themselves in
You know
that
what I'm saying?
situation if they don't want to be in that situation.
You going out a little too much. My girl that text me and said she home. I said, okay, good shit. Good shit. I know you was going out and all that. That's good shit that you home right now.
But that's not really a good example. Let me put that part out there. What I'm saying is, you have a, like, as a
Well,
man,
have a what?
you're a married man. You got this guy. Okay, one of your homies having a birthday party. You go in there to pay homage to your homie birthday party.
Yeah.
But you know you got Brandon on this, and he wanna know where all the hoes at. Who gonna be there? What's this? It wasn't enough wholeness going on in this party. We gotta relocate and go somewhere
Yeah.
else. You the married man, but I'm out with the guys.
Yeah, you gotta go. But you ain't got to touch though. You ain't got to
Yeah,
touch.
you
But
gotta-
you know what? That was a plenty. Hold. Yeah, let me tell you
But
something.
what I'm saying to this friend, Brandon, he's
Yeah.
married. He got the family at home. He got everything you got. He just moving differently in these streets.
Right.
As a man, you as his friend, you said hold the man accountable. That's what you just said, right? Now you watching this man move recklessly, like he's about to ruin. Because sometimes, let's be realistic, men will be out here having all the fun, and they married now, act like their marriage is nothing. Like it's just an asset to their life, right? And then it falls apart. And you watch these men fall off like a bad hair weed. When they a bad hair weed.
I've seen that shit before where, like, you know, dudes fucked up. Like, and even deeper than that, like, the dude actually is doing so much dumb shit, he's actually taking away from that woman's potential and overall shine.
But you as his friend watched him.
Well, fuck up all the
Because
time.
it goes back.
Walk yourself right into that.
You can hold, you can hold them accountable to
But you
that,
can't
and usually, like in my personal situations, I will hold my homies accountable for the dumb shit that they do. Don't worry, the mic's picking me up. It's picking up. It's all good. But you know what I mean. At the end of the day, you can't lead a fucking horse to water.
But
and
I'm gonna
expect
tell you
him to
this
drink
though.
that
I'm gonna
shit.
say this though. If you're a friend, a lot of times, for instance, my brother did. He wasn't in a relationship, but he was in a relationship, but then he had like a kid, an outside kid, right? And he was so. Well, I can't even say bastard child.
Oh my God.
But he wasn't married. No, he wasn't married. That's not a bastard child. But I'm gonna say this though.
Jon Snow?
I know I'm sorry, but yes. But let me say this though. But he was so embarrassed though. He was so embarrassed to tell me what was going on. The
You know
reason
why?
I was
'Cause he held
embarrassed
you
because
to
he
a
know
certain-
I was going to hold him to a certain standard and say, yo, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you tripping. You You know what I'm saying? Just leave the motherfucker if you ain't happy, right? So, but he was so embarrassed. And a lot of times, your friends know that you're gonna be. They'll tell you, but they know that my friend is gonna be so real with me that I know I'm gonna hear the realness from him. That's the thing. Like if you my friend and you out here, like if you got a wife and all that, and you out here tricking crazy and doing all crazy, I'm telling you, like, dog, you tripping. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you're not happy, just leave.
And if you have your shit so real and you're holding them accountable, they're not gonna bring that shit around you. I know my boy is slinging his dick all the way from fucking the Navy Pier to Byberry Road. But I don't know about that shit. I don't know about that shit at all.
Right.
When we go, because we kind of have a business relationship as well. When we conduct business, he makes sure that shit ain't around me. Or if an even inkling of it comes around, he acts a certain way because he knows that I'm a man of a certain standard. You know what I mean? And that's ultimately y'all complaint in regards to dudes.
You're responsible for his actions or anything like
Oh,
that.
we can't be.
But
We're responsible for ours.
Yeah, everybody's responsible for themselves. But I'm saying in them instances, going back to what we were saying about watching men lead themselves into this rut, and it's like you'll see, like you said, I know he's slinging his dick from here to Alabama.
Yeah.
I know he doing.
I don't know if he's in Alabama yet, but
Damn.
right. Maybe Maryland. I think he is Virginia.
Don't tell us.
If we're on the same thing with them,
I will call you back.
like
No, but that's real though.
And I feel like you're about to ruin. I'm not about to watch my
Yeah,
friend
no, that's real.
walk herself into that rut.
Yeah.
And she might not like. She will tell me, bitch, shut the fuck up. Mind your business. I'm grown.
Yeah.
It's not Gucci.
But as long as you told her though.
Listen, at the end of the day, every time you bring it up to me, I'm going to remind you of what you got, what you're risking. Are you sure? Dog, is it really worth it?
100%.
I'm not trying to see you living out no hotel trying to find out. The housing market is crazy, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
No, but 100%. I think, listen, it has to be some kind of realness between friends, y'all. You gotta keep it 100. And if you can't do that, and you're like, you ain't exactly. If you can't come back and say, then you ain't friends.
And I love you. I'm not judging you. What I'm trying to help you do is make the best decisions. Because sometimes we don't make the best decisions for ourselves. Our vision is clouded. You need that friend. So what? He's gonna be mad at you. Might be like, damn, bro, you drunk. I don't care. Check that nigga.
May I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
If Shorty is still like, not listening and she's still being reckless, how long will it take for you to even accept that, to have that in your circumference at all?
I'm never going to accept my
But-
friend that I love and care about walking themselves into a rut.
So when do you leave her alone over there and
That's my friend. I love her. I love her to death. So when you're calling me and you telling me about Jake from over here, I'm like, yeah, well, what about Brad? Because y'all got a good thing, sis. Don't fuck that up.
And see, I think that's where the difference between men and women are, because if a man is acting a certain way, like, yo, you gonna have to stay over there with that. You know what I mean? You my homie. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but you gonna have to go over there.
Because of that peace thing y'all was talking about.
Right.
Yes.
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 But at the end of the day, it's still going to come back to you. So now you got to see this man. He fucked up. He living out of motels.
Yo, don't talk to me about that shit. We already talked about this.
But
Yo, I
let
gotta
me
go.
ask you a question about at a certain level, right? What are y'all?
Exhausted. My man is exhausted.
I want to know, first of all.
Whoa, hold on. Let the man speak.
I'm about to-
We need it just like that.
That's how I'm talking. What the fuck are y'all seeing out here? Because I just need to know.
What you mean? Like what type of dudes was out
No,
here?
I'm just saying. What are you like? How are you? I just need to know.
Women are losing hope in marriage. Women are losing hope in monogamy. Women are losing hope in one-on-one men-to-men interaction. And
Why?
what's happening is these savages, this savage woman that you seeing in this fucking, these
That's
women
a whole-
don't care. That monster was created. Like, no, women
Then I go back to who is responsible and then who takes accountability and stands up for that. Because if the man is the head all the way around, then everything that falls under that, and I'm not even talking in relationships. I'm talking about y'all the head of society, right? Y'all the head out here for everything. So then the stuff that was allowed to happen or that happened under your watch. So then my question is, it is a lot to carry. So then you want the peace and you want this queen and you want all this stuff, but you gotta understand that when you start peeling back these layers, a lot, now it might not have been you, John Doe, particular dude who did the damage, but you did your own damage. You did your own damage. So you're going to get that karma, you're going to get all that. So all this circles right back down to, you want to be the head? Do you really want to be the head? So then you're going to have to go ahead and take that.
So how deep are you peeling into this onion?
So this is, but no, but wait, hold on. If we go, it depends on if you are trying to be the head that you speak of. So if you're going to be that king, then things that happen underneath that kingdom, underneath your reign, is then on your shoulders.
But it also has to be a collective understanding between the king and the queen as well, correct?
True.
We can't do it by ourselves.
All right, so let's go back to what we said earlier. Let's go back to the
But we're peeling into that onion and understanding how we fell from whatever position we're supposed to have as being the head of the household. My question is, like, how deep are we digging into what actually happened? What caused those things in our communities?
And you know what? That we
not
won't
bringing
be
it
here
up
for
to
5
point,
hours though.
not bringing it up to point blame or point fingers, but just trying to understand, at a basic level where it actually came from. Because as I speak to my elders, right, I understand that there was a certain point in time where everything was fine. People were going, everybody had their own little dysfunction, but everything was cool. We had our families, we ate dinner together, everybody was going to college, everybody was doing this and that and the third, right? Somewhere in there, right, between the war on drugs and all these other extra things. So that's what I'm saying.
It goes
It's a little left, but that's what I'm saying. How far are we getting into it?
We're going to pull the layers back, but then...
Now we go there, right?
Yeah, go for it.
And then the drugs get involved, and now we have a whole bunch of dysfunction in our communities. Can't be trusted. We can't trust each other. We can't loan each other money no more. So forth and so on. People stop going to school. Everything else involved, our music, our entertainment, right? And then you go. Hold on, bro. And then now we take it, and then now we take it from. We take it from that standpoint of having you guys with us and having our back to now this feminist movement that's created. A lot of our women fell to the wayside with that. I feel being misled into a fight that wasn't even theirs originally.
True story.
Right?
We don't want this shit. We don't
No.
want to work. We
I feel you, but
excuse me. I don't want to be home with them bright ass kids. I'm just saying you saying it. I just want to make sure. I speak for the women who don't want to be home with them bastards. Remember 2020? Y'all remember 2020? All right then.
Hearing what y'all saying, right?
There can be balance, though. There can be
Hearing what
balance.
y'all are saying, y'all are few and far in between. It's not enough collectively to have the understanding, and for the men as well. There's certain things and certain understandings that we need to have in order for us to come together and unite the way that we're supposed to, in order for us to take our proper place as the king. And we cannot do that without y'all having our backs and understanding all the other things involved in the dynamic of what's going on.
And that's
Because there's so
where
much
in the
conditioning that's
relationship,
happening.
friendship has to happen first. What happens is people jump into it, becomes sex, and then next thing you know, you don't know how the hell you've been. It's been 10 years we've been together. So you don't even understand. You know, wait till a relationship. I already know. Goddamn, now I'm not. Like, you know what I mean? Now I'm knocked up. Oh shit. Now damn, I know you. Right.
Wait. Sorry. I gotta interrupt for 1 second. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, everybody on Spinwags Radio, we about to be out in about 4 minutes. You wanna catch the rest of this. It's gonna be live on YouTube and it's gonna be live on all the rest of our social medias. But thank y'all for tuning in to Spinwags Radio. We appreciate it. And go ahead, ladies.
Okay. So again, that and what a lot of us mistakenly do, myself included, it starts with some good sex. Then next thing you know, somebody's moving in with somebody, and you're in a relationship. Never did you form the friendship initially. Never was there conversations. As much, how do you want a raise your children? Do you believe in, do you believe in?
All that's dead right now.
Simple.
Yeah, it is.
All that's dead right now.
But who
Right.
takes the
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Why? My thing is with this argument,
It's
with
both
this argument
sides.
of men and women. My thing is, and I can never understand, even when I'm having these conversations in other settings, is why are we continuously just pointing the finger instead of dissecting it together and saying, you know what? Listen, I fucked up.
Or even
You
deeper
fucked up.
than that.
Together, we both bear some responsibility. Now let's just go ahead and say, fix this.
But
fix that,
even
the
deeper
best.
than that, acknowledge it. Acknowledge what's going on
Oh, man,
as a
You
collective.
know ain't a whole bunch of women taking no responsibility.
You know what? You don't have to
You know
take
ain't a whole
no
bunch of them taking
responsibility.
accountability, bro.
You don't have.
Some will.
Men control marriage, women control sex. So you're basically telling women.
That's not true.
Listen, women.
That's one way to look at it. That's one way.
Men control marriage?
Men control marriage. How? Because men determines if women are not become the
We're
wife.
fit. Yeah, we
Is that true?
They
or
be
not?
like, yeah,
They control marriage. They have the opportunity to make us wives or not.
The first half.
We
We control the first half. Y'all control
So
after
listen,
divorce. Y'all control.
Women control sex. Because what? If we
I ain't happy, I ain't giving it
and
to
I
you.
give the coochie
If
up,
I'm mad,
these
I'm
niggas
not.
don't get coochie. If every woman, if I started a movement today and started striking, say, ladies, we're never having sex again unless these niggas marry us.
Wait.
Will niggas start marrying
It
us?
will never
No.
happen.
No, they will not.
I'm going to Thailand. I'm going.
Can we be?
I'm going to Thailand.
Can we just be real frank and honest for a second about women's sexuality?
Go ahead, Frank.
Y'all really want it more than us anyway.
Yes, I will. However, but I'll hold out. I'm going to hold out. I'm going to stand my ground.
No,
I
you
don't care
won't.
how bad I want it.
Good luck with that.
Wait, ladies. Wait, ladies. Hold on. Wait, I got a question. I need to understand this. Because, but wait, but sure. So I'm doing some little research to do this right here, right? And I ran across this phrase. I don't think she need one. I ran across this phrase. I'm fucking with you, Shar. Toxic femininity. Okay, so wait. We all understand the whole toxic masculinity. That whole thing has got beat into the bush. But now y'all saying women control sex, and then y'all saying, right? Okay, but she followed up with the we could close it and we could, you know what I'm saying, all that. So then are we then using sex as a tool and then a weapon, and then do we become toxic feminine women? So then if that's the case, but ladies, if we agree that we are toxic, then what is the outcome of what we're doing? It's not toxic to withhold sex based off of that?
If you're in a marriage or a relationship, it's not toxic to withhold sex.
No, I'm not talking about doing marriage in a relationship. I'm talking about initially.
No, I was only talking in a marriage and relationship.
No.
No.
I'm not happy. I'm not doing it. If I'm not happy, how do you expect this to get, like, what? I'm not happy.
When I said that,
You express that you're not happy though, but if I'm still taking care of you and paying bills, you
See,
better
that's
crack
what I
that
mean.
thing open.
Exactly.
But you express to me why you're not happy, but when I want it, you still. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to do,
That's crazy.
you gotta crack that thing open,
That's
man.
the thing. Men think
Now I'ma
because
just
they
lay
pay
there, you
the
go ahead.
bills,
All right,
they
go
do.
ahead.
And that's why they don't want us to have jobs.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead, take it out. Go ahead.
Mm-mm.
before we even talk about getting into a relationship and marriage. So I'm talking about meeting the dude, right? And they doing all the necessary
standards is what you're talking about.
listen, they're doing the wine and the diamond. They're doing all the necessary. Their ultimate goal is to see. I mean, I get it. Men are physical creatures. They want to see what that shit does.
Visual too.
Yeah.
But women know if we gonna give it to the men from the door.
I'm gonna
get him some.
It takes 6, 7, 8, 9 months. That's all about how you move.
Yeah, like it don't take that.
Vern, is that longer than the 90 days, Vern?
No, we can't. No. Me, I can't hear you at all. I'm sitting right here. I can't hear a damn thing.
No, it's like
Oh, okay.
One at a time. Just one at a time.
So,
Just
So
one.
wait, I don't know if I made this clear. I'm married, 24 years. Right?
Awesome.
I mean,
Blessings to that. Blessings.
I thought she was single. I was all looking at her.
I ain't the one that gossip. See what I'm seeing? How we be holding each other down? Like, I ain't the one that gossip, but.
You gotta come back out and you gotta go
But that's experience. What we
Angels,
talking
that's
about right now.
experience.
That's
And a lot of
experience.
things that I do speak on, I speak from experience. So yeah, that shit is hard. It's hard work. Everything we talk, that marriage stuff, everything that we talked about, been there, done it. The communication, and I love him with everything in me.
You said love.
I love. No, I didn't say love. Good. I said love.
Wait a minute.
I love it. What we've been through.
Look at their offspring back there in the corner. Look at the offspring.
And that's our baby. Yes, my baby.
What's happening?
Listen, that is my girlfriend. That is my baby right there. And
So you've been married for 24
We've been
years?
together for 24 years.
24
Married
years.
for 19.
And you got girlfriends y'all been married?
I'm not married.
No, she's not.
So, but you've been coaching them to get them right.
Y'all.
So I would be the idiot.
Very live.
Very live.
The Lord is listening. Yes.
My Lord is listening.
No, the Lord is listening. The Lord is listening.
So when you say coaching us,
Well,
what
I'm
do you
just
mean?
saying, like giving advice, right? Because you have more experience. I'm gonna tell you, when I was getting my divorce, I couldn't think of nobody to talk to when I was going through my divorce because a lot of the guys that popped in my head, all them motherfuckers was fucked up.
Right, so you're like,
So I'm like, so I really had I couldn't even talk to my dad because my dad like, man, fuck that bitch, just leave the fuck alone.
Right.
But I was trying to find these answers because I was like, I'm coming from a place where it wasn't a lot of people that got married.
Right.
So
And that's kind of the issue in itself. Like we don't.
what?
No, it doesn't have to contribute to his divorce per se, but ultimately going back to what you said, brother, this is like we're talking decades of fucking up as a society.
We've been twisted. I'm just now seeing people or things on social media within the past year or so with us or some women, just finally catching on to the whole child support, the whole
How that fucking hustle
the whole
is.
thing separated us, the whole welfare, Section 8, how that
Right.
whole thing cracked open. We're
So
just
sad.
now figuring that out.
Yeah.
This has been going on for years. But
71 to be
initially we were set. Our communities was like, a lot of the women was like, oh well, I got this baby, he ain't here. Oh well, or even if he is here, if he's locked up, well, government's gonna help me, so I holler at him when he get home. You know what I mean? Now he home, he can't even come stay with you. Now where
Right.
you gonna go?
So now
To the other woman?
Exactly.
It's
We got another layer.
definitely
Yeah, and I was
purposely
trying not to crack
fracturing
that
our
one
community.
open.
Right. So it's the layers.
It's many layers, but you gotta deal with them.
No, you do. But I do agree with the fact that you said that. But you touched one nerve. So
What
before
nerve
you
is that?
came, he talked about, man, y'all thinking boxes and we all over the place. So you touched one of my chords when you said, if I'm going to work and I bring home that money, and then I come home,
Yes.
and then this, that, and third. So then I instantly started to think about your man, Mr. Kevin Samuels. Does not like women who have jobs and have careers and have money.
Sidebar, he's a
And then
weirdo.
He's a fucking
He's a dead weirdo.
Oh yeah, God rest his soul.
Don't rest his soul.
But
Don't
still,
rest his
he was a weirdo.
No.
Anyway, so then my question is this. Really? All right, if you. What is he? Human if he dead?
Is a weirdo as fucked up as he is. Still,
But he dead. Anyway, I'm down a tangent. But my question is this. Did it become intimidating when the women went out there and started making their money as well because they were tired of hearing men come home and say, oh, I pay these bills, and then they start to lead with they might and they strength rather than with the respect and with the attention? No?
I'm not gonna be intimidated because you working.
No, I'm curious. Let him talk. Let him talk. Yeah, let him talk. I want to hear the answer to this.
So I'm gonna speak for me and a couple of the guys in my circle.
Yeah.
I'm not intimidated. Bring the chick on.
Right.
Bring it on. Add it to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And still had understanding of the union of I'm the king, you're the queen.
I love it. I'm
You
getting
know what I'm saying?
And you
Ain't
put
nothing
me
about
back
that
in.
going to intimidate me
And I said that earlier.
because we are, you know, we're two different genders. We both, I can do things that she can't. She can do things that I can't. And the sooner we all realize that, the better off we're gonna be. Like you can't sit here, you know, women, you know, the equal rights thing, but you know,
Because
when it's time to snow and y'all gotta shovel your cars, or when it's time to fix the car, or when it's time to, you know, if a woman play football, and she get knocked around by big grown ass men, your organs will be all over the place, all shifted around. Man, no, seriously, not even trying to be funny, like being real. So technically, it is things that y'all ain't supposed to do, just like it's things that y'all can do that we not
But
supposed
the
to do.
analogy is contradictory, right?
Which one?
Because the whole, go ahead, baby, go out and get your check, bring the money, put it on the table, right? Because then that make us equal, right? And then say,
No,
Well,
not
wait.
necessarily.
But listen,
Equal as is to what?
listen, can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? Right. So just like men feels entitled to a certain treatment from their woman because you know I'm the head. Is this what you're leading with? I'm the head of the house. How can I see you as the head if we're doing everything equally? So you're saying you shovel the snow, you take out the trash, you pay half to this. I cook the meals, I take care of the kids, I pay half to this. Where is your argument?
What happens is,
So it's all based off of
as a man,
financial?
No,
as
it's
a
not,
as
it's
a
not.
man,
was getting-
we'll come to the table. We will come to the table. We understand all our responsibilities, right? I'll carry the brunt. But you know, you trying to do things for yourself. You trying to be independent. You don't want to feel as though you're dependent fully on me. So, all right, we're gonna, you know, give certain things that, all right, what you mind doing? You want to do this? You want to do that? All right, I'm gonna carry the brunt. The mortgage is $1,500 a month. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna cover that. But you know what? The light bill, that's like, you know, being 5,200. Whatever you want to do that, you could do that. But everything else, the big bulk, I'm gonna carry that because I'm gonna carry my title as a man and as the king of the household.
But wait, can I?
So that way, I'm going to purposely make sure that my title is secure. I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what, baby, you working.
But hold up.
Put this joint down the middle, and then now I'm gonna walk around like I'm King
But
Dingleman.
why is that all based off of financial?
Listen, but that's what I was getting to. That's what I was getting to. It's
But because she said equal. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I get it.
And that's like what's kind of like,
So
you know what I mean,
what I'm
mind
saying
fucking
to
me
you-
for a
But what
second.
I was trying to get to is it's bigger and it's deeper for us. It's about security. It's about trust.
True story.
So at the end of the day, I will go to work every day, and I would, like you said, bring my money to the table. I will give you my whole check.
So then,
Can
baby, you tell me.
I trust you to lead us in a space where I know I don't have to worry about shit?
Well, you supposed to know that in the beginning before we got married. You supposed to know that in the beginning before we got
And
married.
that's what I-
You supposed to know that in the vetting process.
But what I'm saying to you is that's not what's going on. That was the argument. That's not what's going on.
Hold on 1 second. Come on, she got 25 years. I need to know how the fuck are you doing.
Man, let me tell you something. That's the hardest thing I've ever done in life. Marriage is the hardest thing. And if I could do it again, so I gotta do my disclaimer. I love the granny walk on. Oh my God, I love him. I die for him. But if I'd never do that shit again.
Because it happens in segments.
I've heard that from a lot of married men.
Because
Yeah, I wouldn't do it again either.
Nah, I'm good.
So what?
Rick,
Would you?
What I would.
his wife here, you can hit his answer.
I wouldn't get married again. Straight up.
Would you? If the marriage is over
That
or
made me
whatever.
not want to get married.
No.
And that's a fuck no for me.
I'm not married.
Are you in
I
here
would,
again?
no, I wouldn't.
Wow.
So 100% of the married people in this room say
They
they
wouldn't get
wouldn't
married.
do it again.
And what I'm supposed to say? Mathematically.
No,
what
but
I'm
hold
supposed to
up.
Right.
There's a very specific reason why I wouldn't get married again.
Right. Me too.
I would like to hear from you first, though.
Well, all right, no. I'll go first. I'll go first.
No,
I'll go first.
No, you first.
Stupid.
Come on, Ricky, bring it up.
Only because the love that I had with her, I would never find with anybody else. And it's true. The love that I have with her, I will never have it with anybody else. It's not a cop out. It's a logical fact. It's not the-
Great answer, my man. Great answer.
You know what? That sounds corny as shit. But it's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's the truth. I've built such a great relationship with my wife, and I'm such a weirdo that I don't feel like doing this shit all over again.
Exactly.
I really don't, because I want my peace. So, you know what I mean, God forbid something happens to my wife, you know what I mean, knock on wood and all of that.
Right.
But, you know what I mean, if I gotta be, please, God, Jesus. You know what I mean? But,
Take me first.
You know what I mean? If I'm, real shit. But if
Yeah.
I'm out here in this
Yes.
world again, like, look, just do what you gotta do from a sexual aspect and get out. I don't want to deal with none of that.
Well, now I'm
Yes.
talking about, again, if we could go all the way back
Oh,
to the
like,
beginning,
to the-
would you do that again?
Oh, the heartbeat.
Oh, that's so
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, I was out.
In a heartbeat.
No, I wasn't meaning it like that.
In a
I wasn't
heartbeat.
like that. I was saying
No, but like getting married at like, I've been married for 17 years. You know what I mean? And then going into like a whole new situation. First off, it is true. First marriage is for love. Second marriage is for money. You know what I mean? So ultimately, I'm in a situation where, like, you know what I mean? Basically, I'm blood in a shark pool. You know what I mean? So I gotta be careful with that, based off. And this is like a personal thing. You know what I mean? I gotta be careful with that. Basically, women are going to be looking at me as an opportunity, not for love.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm not doing that shit again.
Can you explain that with me?
What?
Yeah, I need that broken down. Why?
Okay, so what is the first thing that women need in a relationship?
I don't.
Security.
Okay.
I think a little
Okay.
Security. We know what it
You do think a little. You all the ways different. So if I may ask y'all, what's the three things y'all need in a relationship?
Y'all never answered the first question because I was late. It was what was the because he came in with the good sex and yeah. So what would y'all need like top two things y'all would need in a relationship?
Security, trust,
and great sex.
and stability.
No intimacy?
Stability, because I can work with that. I'll tell you what to do, like, baby,
No,
turn it
I
over.
guess not.
Do this,
So-
do that. Like,
So basically,
I'll work with you.
So wait, I got stability. Give me one more.
Security.
stability and security is the same thing. Let her rock. Let her rock. Let her rock.
They go
There's a
together,
point.
but
I
sex
got
is
you.
I mean, sex, I could teach you. Trust no.
But stability,
No.
and comfort.
Because you can have a big thing and don't know how to work it.
Stability. No, there's number two. Stability and security.
Yeah.
Right? Stability and security. What's the third?
We know what was happening
I got
for them
you.
20
Money, 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 money. But it's
But that falls into security. So if you talk about finances, that's that security.
Secure. Okay, so we got security. Yeah, we got that. That's on there. So,
I think
okay,
he's
let's-
saying that's
let's
with-
boom,
with his ability
boom.
to provide.
Let's stop off of there. Y'all do realize that's the same thing, right? And that all has to deal with finances, right?
Initially, yup.
You know what I mean? Stability and security. Y'all want to be stable, consistently in your stability and your security. It's all the same thing. Y'all want to be taken care of in a certain way. That's why I personally am not getting married again. Because as soon as a woman sees that, that's what she's after. She's not after my love. She's not after for to make me comfortable, and she's not after for me to build.
That's fair.
Right.
But I mean, when I say that's not true. About security and stability, it doesn't always go into finances. I feel like that covers everything. Love. So I want to feel
But-
safe. I want to feel
Yes.
secure. I want to feel
Yep.
assured. All of that for us goes into security and stability. It's not necessarily about finances. Because at the end of the day, you again going back to the feminism and all that. You're talking to women in a society where we're out. We're not afraid to work. We're not afraid to go get a check. We're not afraid to meet you halfway. We're not afraid to build with you. So it's not about. I mean, and I understand you might feel like you're a target. You're in a certain income bracket and stuff like that. That's not majority of the men out here. We have
True
to build
story.
with
I
a lot
agree
of
with
these
that.
men.
Which is
I
why,
agree
which
with
is
that.
why he said he's blood.
And I get that. I
Right.
want to
Yeah.
feel that way. But
Blood
what
and
I'm
sharpness.
saying is try not to speak on
Real shit.
you being the blood or the, what you say
Right.
was the blood.
Blood in the water is sharp water.
You right.
So when we say security and stability, it's a lot of things that tie into that. Women want to feel safe first and foremost. We want to know that we want to know that if today or tomorrow, no matter what happens, we fall, we come up on hard times, we do. I know that my husband is not going to let shit just crumble. He's not going to fold in the middle of pressure. Because at the end of the day, we know us. We know what we're capable of. We know what we can do. But it's like when you're entering in that dynamic with another person, am I really secure
I respect everything that you just said, but it actually secures the point that I made at the inception of this whole thing. Everything that you said, the two things, mind you, not three, two things that y'all said that y'all need, all intertwined with each other. When he made that point, they were three separate things. That's all. That's all I got. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He back to the fact that they need these three separate boxes checked. And
So
we
we
like, we need all these wires.
Yeah, it's like you got the one thing, and then you got bullet points, you know what I mean, under the main thing with the two bullet points, and then the bullet points go to the other bullet points of the second thing.
We are wired.
True story,
So
true
you
story.
said you need peace, and you need good sex, and you need, what was the third thing?
Food.
And his
Food.
and a woman to
Food.
food. A little bit of
Yeah.
headache. So you want the little razzle dazzle.
Intimacy.
Right.
That's what it says.
Yeah, I know. It is, but it isn't. It is, but it isn't.
Get out of there, but you know, but you know.
Right.
Again, like you said, like you said, we're wired differently. So we're saying security and stability. And for us, we're like, yes, when I say security and stability, it's two words. But in my mind, it's so many things that ties into that. So yeah, those little wires start to plug in because there are so many things tied into that security and stability. It's not just literally standing there in a stable space and a lock on the door. Like, no, there's a lot of things that ties into that. And it's like, again, yeah, it may sound simple with us saying, I just need security and stability. Yes, finances does play a part in that. But
And they play in all of
Because
that.
I'm not gonna date no broke man. Like I'm not coming.
You done with that?
Yes, he's still calling. Yes.
Oh, shit.
He listening right now, too.
Hold on. Can I turn this around real quick? Now, let's take this out of the relationship, out of the romantic relationship. Men first. Are y'all disappointed in women?
No.
today.
Yeah, currently.
No, because I understand in a great effect that it's not their fault. It's not their fault. We're unfortunately as a people conditioned and attacked mentally, and we as black people, and I don't want to get, I don't want to open the rabbit hole too deep, but you know what I mean, we're a rhythmic people. We have a continuity amongst all of us. I don't know any of these people except for you. I know you forever and a day. Shout out to your mama. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean? I already have a rhythmic connection with everybody in here with the conversation that we have. And there's like, I ain't gonna profess my love to all of you, but there's a love, there's a connection. We unfortunately have been attacked and our continuity has been attacked. Shout out to Reagan. You know what I mean? Our family has been attacked. Shout out to LBJ. You know what I mean? And shout out to Franklin D. Roosevelt for real. Shout out to America. Real shit. Willie Lynch, the whole shit. We are constantly being attacked. And we're constantly, the way we're being attacked is by our core, by the rhythm that we naturally have as a people. It's not their fault. It's not your fault. You know what I mean? Ultimately, we all are fucking up because we fell for this shit.
We fell for it, but we do have a responsibility to educate ourselves and to learn and to grow.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we all can agree that is where it started. But how long?
We got to take accountability.
Let me say, I want to give an example of something that happened and I'll tell you.
Wait. I need to know. From the
Okay, go ahead, son.
Y'all agree or are y'all?
I'm disappointed in our women, and I'm also
No, hold on. Let him finish. You're absolutely disappointed because.
And I'm also disappointed in us. Again, I'm of the standpoint of not severing it, but putting it together, right? And just as well as we feel as, you know, we're smart and whatever, y'all women are just as brilliant and just as intelligent. So how
Real
come
shit.
you cannot see what's going on with the jigsaw puzzle? You know what I mean? To help us see other things, right? Because if the king miss it, the queen should be able to pick up what the king missed,
Because it helped me.
right? And the queen protects the king on the chessboard, right?
Right, real shit.
So, damn, I may see it, but going back to that center part of that onion, we were stripped from the rip at slavery, right? From when they, you know, tarred and feathered us and did all that, humiliated us in front of y'all, and in y'all eyes, it's like, damn, this man can't protect us because they doing this to him. So I think that a piece of what the brother said as far as both of us being bamboozled, I agree with that part. And the part where you're saying, well, how long does it last? It's going to last as long as all of us cannot unite on one point or one topic. Even in like the conscious community, the woke community, you have people arguing back and forth because nobody can stand on one solid point and focus on that point long enough to make a change. We're not going to make a change. These presidents, these politicians, they are not for us. We don't have enough of them that come from the environments that we come from to really push to make a kind of change. This whole thing is designed and controlled and contained in a certain manner. And the only way that's going to change is for us, then in the environments that we come from, to unite and, you know what I mean, be heard. Like, we the number one consumers across the board with a whole lot of things. If we can come together and say, you know what, no more Balenciagas, no more Louis Vuitton, no more this,
And
no
you
more
know
that.
why?
Them companies will see some things and say, well, damn.
Dig into the people that's surpassing that analogy, though. We're not going to dig into the people who's making it work, the people who's done it, the people who's overcome
Give
that.
some
Because
examples.
there are,
Give some
I mean,
examples.
marriages that's lasting 25 and 23 and 20
It's not
something
enough.
years.
It's not enough. If you have a community of 500 people and 4 of them are happily
So
married,
are you telling me that it's impossible because we have these things that's working against us?
no,
It's not impossible.
No, not at all. I'm not saying it's
Okay.
impossible
So
at all.
the
But what I'm saying
So
is,
the question was disappointment. Are we disappointed in each other?
We are, as a whole, we
And
are.
so
collectively,
I asked that question on purpose because are we moving from a point and a place of disappointment when we interact with each other? When y'all see another man, is that
I
your
see what
brother
you're saying.
or is that your aunt? When I see another woman, is this my sister or is this my aunt? When I see a man, is he my king or is he that dude who raped me 10 years ago? I got questions. Are we disappointed with each other? And that wasn't my story. I just was throwing it out. But are we disappointed with each other, which is then stopping us from having and achieving all these things that we sit here and we agree that we want
Possibly.
to achieve?
I'm not. If that's the question, then I'm not. I'm not disappointed in black men. I have faith in black men. I love black men. I adore black men. You walking in this room, you didn't walk in this room. Oh, that's an ain't shit ass nigga. That's not my mindset towards black men. It's only until you prove that. It's only until you show that. Until then, yes, you are a black king walking in this room in my eyes. Yes, absolutely. No, I'm not disappointed. See, at the end of the, I come from a home.
One in the middle. She got
Go ahead. No, but I'm not disappointed in black men.
Okay.
But black men have a tendency of making us disappointed. Y'all do, the things y'all do, the lies, the cheating.
They're dating. They're dating.
To answer your question, am I disappointed in black men? I am not. I'm not disappointed at all.
I'm thoroughly disappointed in black men.
I'm
Are you
disappointed in black people.
Are you disappointed in
I'm
black
thoroughly
They
disappointed in
make
black
me
people.
disappointed, but
I'm
I'm
thoroughly
And going back to your question when you said when you see a black You man, when end you up see getting it, is that disappointed. your op? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. A black female, another
But you do
listening.
realize we
I'm listening.
as a society, you got grandmothers competing with daughters, right? That's not your world, but in society and what's being perpetuated to us.
When you ask me, do I realize? No, I don't realize.
You know what I mean? And there's a conditioning that's going on right now. Y'all do realize
Can
that.
I ask a question? But do y'all believe that it's hard for black men?
Yes. Yes. And that's why I want to love.
believe that it's hard for black women?
Fuck no.
Boy, you gotta start something.
A chair.
No, I do believe that it's hard. I believe it's hard on both sides. For men, it's more hard because we have to prove, not only prove to the people that's around us, we have to prove to the females also.
Right.
So we have to show up for our jobs, and we have to show up for our female, and we have to raise our family. So it's super hard for a man because we super competitive, and if a guy is not competitive, don't want to be the best, then you gotta watch it.
But we have to be the best because if we want to be worth half a damn,
You got that.
we got to be the best. You know what I mean?
I ain't got time for no chicken technique.
Right. Real shit. Real shit.
Rick, I'm just curious, bro.
Well, I'm not disappointed in our people, but sometimes I find myself being disappointed with myself, within my own personal failures. I have my own standard I set for myself. If I don't reach my goals, I go back and I see, well, what did I do wrong? And that's where I see it at, because my first best friend was Helen Simpson. And sitting across the table from her every day. You know what? This is
I went to tattoo places like I want to get my grandma right here.
So mentally, I was like, mentally, her
Oh
name
shit,
is
that's
there.
Anita.
Yes.
Mentally, her name there.
She like this. Go ahead, Rick. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's all right. And for years, coming home from school, going to the market to get her pack of Newport 100 menthol crush proof box,
She was drinking a Pepsi too. Wasn't
Pepsi, yes,
Yeah.
and butterscotch crimpets.
Damn, sound like my mama.
And they're going next door to Miss Dove's house, and the three other people down the street, every day, Monday through Friday, and on the weekends, had to help her clean baseboards, watch her cook and clean and make clothes for her 7 kids. And then when they would come over, they would sit back and talk, and I would sit back and listen in the next room, because back then, when 2 adults in one room, all the children were to leave. I was always that one child in the other room. You couldn't see me, but I'm listening. So I'm hearing all their stories and all their tales and woes and crying and happy, and I'm just like, all right. So I got this to look forward to when I get older. I got to look out for this when I get a little bit older. I got to be careful with this guy over here, because this guy right here, he's going to be a problem later on. Listening to their stories, and I'm saying, all right, I'm writing, taking notes. As I got older, I started taking those same lessons and implementing into my children, into our children. So that now, when I listen to my friends complain about their children, I'm like, I don't have those problems. And they said, well, Rick, why is that? I said, because the one thing I tell my sons every day, I'm your father, not your friend. I'm friendly to you, but I'm your father first. We will never be peers. We'll never be equals. Everything that you're doing now, I did 1,000 times already. Come to me with any questions, that's fine. I will come to you with questions and ask you how you're doing with them. And my oldest, this guy, he challenged me every day.
This guy.
Every day.
Everybody has. Is it the oldest?
Always
The oldest challenges me academically. My youngest challenged me emotionally. Because one day he came to me and said, Daddy, I feel like you love Don more than what you love me. I said, no, I just love y'all differently. I had to break it down to him. After that, we was all hugged up, crying and whatnot. But I had to let my son know you are equally as valuable as your brother are, even though y'all 2 years apart. I said, I don't love y'all the same. I did kind of go with that. I said, but your older brother prepared me to love you.
Bars. Bars.
But I love the fact that he was able to come to you and I always said, I always told you, you come to me with anything. As long as you come to me respectfully, you can come to me with anything you got on your heart. And he said, but Mom.
It's like, oh my God, the girls are complicating.
I know they're geeking. The slow walk past this window is real.
Yes. Yes.
I know. You were talking about
You were talking
just
about
with
your son
anything on
loving.
his heart. Anything on his heart.
When he said, if he was 15 when he got locked up, he said, how could I even come to you and express to you what I was feeling when I couldn't even understand what was going on within myself? So how could I even verbalize that to you?
Right, right.
So yeah, that was some deep stuff. But and I'm glad that your son was able to even get those words out and express to you how he felt and that he was comfortable enough and knew that he was loved enough to be able to do that.
Can I ask you a question? So, if you're in a relationship with a man and he comes to you, he's angry about things going on, and you start crying, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna console him.
You gonna console him?
Yeah.
Or you not gonna say?
Hit right in
"Hey,
chest. Why do y'all think we do that? First of all, do we not have these conversations and we talk about, I never forget the first time I seen that man cry like that. First of all, no matter, honestly, if y'all did some fucked up shit, y'all want to get out of it, cry.
Because I can answer that question. The reason why we think that is because for us to even have the opportunity to show emotion shows a great deal of weakness in our mind.
In your mind.
In our mind. Because, and it is sad because we're conditioned a certain way.
And that's why I was taught my kids cry.
Because we understand that. Like, let me tell you, the moment we see a man cry, my father been my father all my life, and I had never seen that.
Words out of my mouth.
Facts.
All my life, right?
Okay, Casey and
And
JoJo.
my dad, the first time I see my dad cry, I had to be like 19 years old, right? And he cried behind something I did.
Man, that would have been that.
God damn.
For the rest of my life.
The fact that
Daddy's
he
girl.
had that he was able to feel comfortable to express that emotion to you, it was a double-edged sword because A, he wanted to see he wanted you to know how disappointing he was, and B, he trusted you enough with that information.
And let me tell you, I never thought this strong. This is my king. This is my hero. This is the head that we talk about. He don't have emotions. He don't cry. He don't feel nothing. He don't. You get what I'm saying? And I oh my God, what did they believe? They don't feel this deeply. That door, everybody all behind the door. Listen, everybody all like this. They getting all the extra back door like that. What they say? So it's like to actually see a man cry like and to show that vulnerability. We understand. We get it. Like we totally get it. If you're around us every day and you're strong and you're this and you're macho, so for you to have to come to that space where you shed a tear, if you don't think that affect us and touch us in a way, you're crazy. Like you're crazy. It might not. It might happen once in a lifetime, but that we will never forget that time because if we'll reflect back to it, at least I know he really do feel. He really do
Because
feel.
oftentimes
I
men-
seen it that one time. It might have been 12 years ago, 15.
But
I
he's
saw
has
it.
emotions.
It's there.
But as a man, like showing our emotions and we show it to the wrong person can be weaponized. And we
Yeah.
Whoa. We are talking
Is this church or what? Is this church?
There we go.
You know what I mean? So for us to show our emotions, we have to be in a complete level of trust with that other person because we can't show our emotions because once again, we, you know what I mean, amongst wolves. You know what I mean? We out here in these streets trying to compete and trying to bring home the bag. if we show ourselves in a vulnerable situation with our woman, especially if there's some combativeness in that household, like y'all will get pissed off and y'all will use that shit.
What?
Especially
Be the first one.
I was about to say, because if this nigga on his third extra baby and then he wanna come by. I'm so sorry. I might record you and go live with your little nut ass. You know what I'm saying? I might take your nut ass famous and be like, look at this nut ass nigga crying. That might be a thing. Fuck your tears, nigga.
And that goes to the point. Right. Exactly. So if a man shows a certain level of emotion, there's two things happening. Either A, he's a bitch ass nigga, or B, he trusts you entirely to show that emotion because he's smart enough to know that he can trust you with that information of him being emotional and that you're not going to use it against him.
It's funny because we were just having this conversation the other day. I was talking to some guy, and he was talking about how he never like had a bad day. Like he never was angry. Like and I was like, talking about a 38-year-old male.
That's kind of bullshit, but
Listen,
I don't believe that. But,
Yeah, we were going deep into it. They told me, I'm like, so he told me like he don't have bad days. He really don't have bad days, and he don't let things get to him. So the phone, he had a phone. He lost his brother last year due to COVID, right? And he was,
yeah, that's a
You
fucked
said
up.
what? Right, but
That's a fucked up year.
Listen, but listen, this conversation, he never cried or shed a tear over his brother death. But he kept going on and on about trying to retrieve these messages that him and his brother had once he got a new phone. So I was like, you never cried or shed emotion? And he was like, no, boy, really checked from COVID. I was more mad at him, like, bro, we done been through the streets of Philly. We did this. How you check from COVID? He was making a joke of it, right? So I was
Masking
like,
his emotion.
like, how did your dad? I was like, how did your dad handle? Because this is a tight knit family, and I was like, how did your dad handle your brother dying? Did your dad cry? He was like, oh, I ain't never see him cry. Like we kind of kept the women together, whatever. So I said, it kind of seemed like a learned behavior, but you're definitely emotionally unavailable. Right?
Conditioning.
So he says to me, no, I'm not emotionally unavailable. I just can't sit up here and dwell on situations that I can't control. And I said, you're emotionally unavailable. And I said, you're grieving in a way that you don't know that you're grieving. You're grieving by not letting it out. You get what I'm saying? By you keep trying to retract these messages and why you crying over your brother's death is not a sign of weakness. That is okay, yo. You grew up with this man in the same household. Every day of your life you talk to this man. You see his kids. How do you not share?
Trust and believe. He cried over that shit, but he ain't gonna show you.
I don't think he did.
He cried in the car.
He cried in the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He probably had that new pull. I don't know about the shower, but you know what I mean? He probably had that new pull. You know what I mean? Yeah, he ain't showing you that.
I mean, he don't have to cry, but he don't have to cry in front of me. But that was his. He was like.
But even he doesn't. Who was this again?
It's just a friend.
Yeah, he doesn't trust you with that information.
But he volunteered the information. I never came up with like, did you cry? Like we were just talking. We were just having a genuine.
I can believe some people really are.
So what happened? We had a conversation about marriage, about divorce, because he went through a divorce and stuff like that, and we just kind of led up into like basically traumatic experiences in this person's life, and it came to that conversation. It wasn't necessary. I mean, we're not that type where I don't want him to cry in front of me. He died last year. I hope you cried last year, not right now.
Yeah, real
So
quick.
it wasn't like that. I was just looking and I was like, damn. You can't even cry to that yet.
Like, no. Yo.
That's terrible. His birthday coming up, you ain't gonna let him cry.
Yo, fall back with that.
Honestly, I kind of wanted that for him in that moment. Since he was like, let it out. I'm like, bro, I'll give you a bosom hug.
He gonna cry then. He gonna cry then.
Wait. I do have another question before we. I don't know when y'all leaving or however y'all staying, but I do have one other question. Yeah. It's definitely.
No, it's not.
All right,
that's not quite
question to you all, and again, I'm gonna start with the men.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you need to unlearn about women that you previously thought was accurate? Just questions. Because you talked about conditioning. You talked about things that we've learned. You talked about the things that, we've been through, experiences and stuff. To reach the level of maturity and to reach that king mentality you had to be, was there anything you had to unlearn about women?
I'm gonna lean to you first, because unfortunately, I'm not equipped to answer that question because I've been in a relationship for pretty much my adult life. So there's certain things there's misconceptions, unfortunately, that I have about women. But considering that I'm in a relationship that I'm in, and it's ignorant, but it's not my problem.
Right. But I don't even mean in a romantic sense specifically. Like, it could be a broader sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there anything that you would know that from young Taj to this Taj, what did you have to unlearn about women in order to even break through and become the man that you
One thing I think that was key for me was, to be honest,
told y'all in there, listen, I told you. Sorry.
was to be honest. To be honest up front.
And let her know what's
What's more up front.
Right.
Listen, I'll let her know right up front. This what I like. This what I want.
That's what I'm into.
This what I'm into. What do you like? What do you want? Let's see what we could do. Let's see if this could be work out. What we both like, if it's gonna work up front. Like, I ain't wasting no time.
Right.
That's what I
You
want.
can't.
Females want things honest up front, and then let them deal with let them make the decision whether they want to go left or go right.
Because what you're doing is you're giving people a choice. So
Yeah.
what happens is, this is what honesty does. It gives people a choice.
Yeah.
So you come up front and you say, I ain't looking for nothing serious. I like sex. I want to date you from time to time.
Because I wouldn't have to sneak around all them fucking years if I was up front.
That's real. That's real shit.
Did you unlearn the fact that the women can take the honesty?
I learned that they can take that.
They can take the
After
honesty.
We can make a choice. We're capable of making our own choices.
After
Allow
Yeah.
us to do that.
Because we share the same grandfather, this man has something to say.
I do. I was listening. I learned a lot by listening.
After my failed marriage, I said, yo, I'm being honest up front for the real. I ain't got time to be playing no games.
I think that's the best.
All right, Rick.
I think what I unlearned was that women are individuals and not objects.
That's heavy. Hold up. That deserves a finger.
See, he has a whole grandfather's demeanor.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at what y'all something to
And it's self-explanatory to a degree because we all have experiences in that same area.
Word.
I think when I actually realized that, I was heartbroken, voluntarily homeless, and all I did was just work and cry and read. I didn't even have a car. I was just walking the streets of Philadelphia reading books. So when y'all were talking about Steve Harvey earlier, I was reading Michael Baisden, The Maintenance Man, and Why Men Cry in the Dark.
Shout out Michael Bitt.
Right.
He's a polygamist.
He is
Oh, really?
Say word, for real?
But at the time, he helped me. At the time, he helped me. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna call him today. I'm gonna start today. I used to love him back in the day.
Michael Basin is I'm sorry.
That's cool. And I would say with him, around the same time Jill Scott first CD had came out, that combination helped me love black women again. And it was just something that I don't even know what the X factor was in those books, and listening to her CD, it made me realize that when someone told me that I was damaged goods, I didn't realize what that really meant. But what I did, though, I married her.
You married him? Damn it.
No, the woman that,
Yeah.
yeah, and she helped me. She helped me.
Got you, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
What's your name, Aaron?
Yeah.
Anything you had to unlearn?
I agree with what Vern said. As far as,
That women can
being,
take honesty?
being honest, and the trust factor as well. Being able to trust women. But that goes to the vetting process. Understanding the woman that you're dealing with.
Yeah, you have to.
Understanding the woman that you're dealing with, the woman that you're talking to, and, being able to discern, you know, good ones from the bad ones. So far.
It's just like the females hard to trust, guys hard to trust. I mean, just like females hard to trust, guys
Right.
hard to trust.
I was brought up in an environment. I was brought up in an environment. Don't trust them as far as you can throw them.
Women? Wait,
Yeah.
females? Oh, I mean,
You know?
I mean, I feel like
That's what I would hear. That's what I would hear on the corners.
Right.
Like now,
So
I was raised by women, right? My grandmother, things of that nature. So you know, but growing up, and you ask the difference between being younger and being older, right? So changing my mind frame from that, and I have my own set of experiences as a young man, teenager, dealing with older women, things of that nature. You know what I mean? So, you know, breaking that down and breaking away from that is something I had to unlearn.
Because the teacher that was fucking you when you was little, she still
Oh,
was
But wait though, because I'm about to go on a tangent, but I ain't going there. But I was listening to Jill Scott podcast, and she threw a curveball because she was like, all the adult men that she know, first sexual experience was with either an elder teen or an adult, and so. And it was like, so then her question was, right, I'm not going down that thing, but her question was, is that the reason why men got a subconscious hate for us? Because they don't really understand what happened to them, but they know what happened to them from a woman. I was like, whoa. So I'm just throwing that, J.L. podcast, I'm throwing that out there. It's called, I think the episode is called like Watch Them Bitches, because she got a 12-year-old son, I got a 12-year-old son, which is the whole thing. So I listened to that joint and I was like, J.L. podcast.
so crazy.
But when she threw that, I ain't mean to go there, but when he said it, it was just was like,
No, I just had a conversation with someone that's very close to me, and he has substance abuse, his mental health stuff, and he said, and he was like, you know, I was literally sexually assaulted, and I'm like, what the, like, you know, and he talked about being a young boy, and this older girl used to take, you know, and sexual advances and take his penis, put it in, and his bigger brothers thought that it was so funny. And they,
You think you the man?
you the man, right? And he internalized that.
Right.
And so now here we are in the 40s dealing with, again, from teen until through now, substance abuse, mental health
And then
issues.
some of them overly sexual.
Oh, yes,
They just
yes,
Like
yeah.
these men that's going
I
around
don't
and just
play
need
it
to
while showing
do
boys
it.
porn. I
It
don't,
happens.
that's not cute. That's not, and again, years ago, men thought that was funny to show kids.
not even years. Like currently, it's like, oh, you 13 now?
Let me show you. Nah, that's not. I don't play
Feel
like
that on your back, and it's like,
Go back. That's
you
what
were
you
sexualized when you was around 12.
Right.
Because I think about the men that I know, and I just go through, and if I've ever had the conversation to find out their first sexual encounter, I know that we're talking 11, we're talking 12, we're talking 13.
And it's about
We're
older
talking-
women.
and
it
I'm
blows
like,
your mind because it's like,
son of a.
listen,
Well, why
I
would
know,
you think
I
that's
can think
okay?
of 3 or
Like, why
4
would-
men off the top of my head that
Mhm.
it happened to, and I'm like,
So that's just
Because it's something that doesn't get brought to the forefront.
But it
It's normally the men,
Right.
you know, that get brought to the
Right,
forefront.
and
The men
we're-
picking up the
it's the
girls from
women.
high school. You got the
Right.
30-year-olds
Yeah.
picking up the
Yes.
18-year-olds
Yes.
or 16-year-olds.
And-
I mean,
but it happens.
but
But we're
it
talking about it.
happens the other way around. But it's just not talked about
So
enough.
that goes, but that
Oh,
goes
yeah,
into
that's
how
some
we're
real shit.
wired different. Again, because us as women, we internalize it, we take it, we let it go through our lives, and then we make it a part of us. But men, it's like, yeah, that shit happened. Oh yeah, that shit happened.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
and
happened.
we're
It's
moving
done.
on from it, but not realizing how much they're really dealing with that, and how much that affected their lives going forward, and how they interact with women, how they see
Not being
women.
able to have the emotional intelligence.
Right.
To
It
understand
he's
how to
not
deal with it.
emotionally connected.
You know what I'm saying?
I
There's
agree.
reasons for it.
So it's so crazy because again, that's that whole peeling that onion back, and you gotta
Yeah.
go deep.
Deep.
You gotta go deep.
So,
And
ladies,
then-
I'm gonna give it back to y'all as well, though. Is there anything about men, from little girls to grown women, especially someone, you know, I'm gonna call you OG married person. I got a whole thing about it, but it's not even.
Yeah, girl, me too.
Oh.
It's like, nah.
But is there anything y'all had to unlearn about men in order to be in relation? And I don't even care if it's intimate or if it's whatever, but be in relation with men.
That men really have feelings. I grew up, what happened was, as much as my dad was in my life, he wasn't in my life. So I didn't see a vulnerable man. I didn't see a person that showed emotion and feeling. And listen, I just didn't see it. It wasn't available in my life. When I thought of men, I thought You know, serious. So it took that, you know, from being a kid.
Ladies, feelings. I agree. I was kind of going to say the same thing she said. That men really do, although they say they don't, they really do desire love and affection and intimacy. Like they really do desire it.
Here go Rick. See, I said that 4 hours ago. This podcast could have been on the 5 minutes.
Hilarious, boy. Hilarious.
Specific Mel a few weeks ago, right? And we were talking about, because, you know, he's a whore, he's a hoe, whatever. And we was talking about, you know, how he move around with women, and we could tell, like, he's moving around with women, and he do this and he do that. But a certain woman is, like, offering something different to him. Like, she's taking the just, I'm coming over to fuck you tonight, I'm going to pull up for you. Like, you're actually, we're loving on this man. Like, I'm rubbing on this man. I'm caressing this man. I'm taking time. I'm spending time. I'm not saying me for I'm just saying.
That's what's going on in that.
And his reaction, watching him melt, watching him fold.
And we said,
and that, this is what he craved. This is really what he's running around with all these bitches. And
Trying to find it.
He's looking
But
for
it's not that hard. I don't need nothing. I'm fine. This is
and
what I do.
You're like a kid. Like you're melting like a little kid. And it's like, this is really what this man is craving. Like he's really craving. He don't even know he's craving.
Right.
But I'm watching him melt in this atmosphere. We're like, yeah, bro. So all this, I'm emotionally unavailable.
hear
and,
all, dog.
and I'm this
Yeah,
and I'm
no,
that. Like,
no.
I'm gonna love on you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you that. And then you're
And yes, and
craving
he'd
it.
be like, okay.
Like a little puppy.
So going back to what she was saying, they have feelings and they really do crave intimacy. They really do want that. They really do.
I think the one thing that Lil Ange versus Old Ange understands now is the onion, is the trauma. Because all I saw was the effects. You know what I'm saying? I seen the effects, and then one thing that bothers me to like the level of festivity is the inconsistency. And then I had to realize, like I had to take a second and figure out why does that bother me so much? And it's because I know when men are inconsistent, women have to be consistent. We have to stand up, and then we have to take it. And then where in my life it turns around, I'm gonna go a little personal, is then I'm too masculine because I had to take your role when you weren't there. And then you turn it around on me like, but you too. And I'm like, nigga, if you was, I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So then I realized that from Lil Ange to Big Ange, I had to realize that there was a trauma and there was an onion to all of that, and therefore I can deal with the guy's emotions. I can deal with the guy's feelings because I understand that there's an onion to it. So yeah, I think that's my biggest thought. But all right, man, I've held y'all even an hour over. So any last thoughts? Any last thoughts before we call this quits?
No, we gotta figure out what the next one is.
I appreciate everybody in this room, and go Birds.
At that point, I think he set it off for everybody. 6-0, baby.
Yes.
But anything before I call it a wrap?
This was a dope conversation.
Yo. I just want men to understand that the ladies who've hit me about this show is only because they wanted to hear what men had to say. I said men are talking, and they was like, who, where, when? What they saying? What time? Like, I got more people inquiring to me about how to hear y'all talk. So, if anything, take away the fact that women are actually listening if men are talking. You know what I'm saying? I guess that.
That's good to know.
Yo.
Thank you for your support. We appreciate it.
People hit me who I don't even like. Like, yo, what? I heard men talking. I'm like,
Yes.
shit.
Oh, we're listening.
They're like, what's the,
We are
Drop
listening.
the link. Who talking? They don't talk.
All right, y'all.
Okay.
We gonna be out here. Oh, let me see. Everybody, appreciate y'all listening. Appreciate y'all watching. We out. That's about it.
Yes.